Uh, last time we played, you guys were in the city of Mistros. You had finished your negotiations with the Lady of Coin, also known as Moxena of Themis. You made arrangements with her to work together moving forward, and she and her Thieves Guild would disband and join up as part of your crew on the Ultros. So, returning to Valis, she was overjoyed by the news of what you had achieved and rewarded you. Not nearly as much as if you had taken the Renegade path, but Paragon path, maybe other benefits. I don't know. You did get to stay in the palace for like 2 weeks, and during that 2 weeks, everybody did their own thing. We kind of ran out of time to cover that thing, but we did have at the end of that thing, Astraeus and Anastasia discover a person who looks a lot like Kyra or Kira, the goddess of music, and sort of just kind of cut from there. Before we jump into that moment in time, which occurred towards the end of the two weeks, does anybody want to refresh the others on what you got up to while you were leveling up and resting and sort of, doing side quest stuff for yourself? And anybody want to share?
Hypatia would have just been like in the library at the academy, just doing endless amounts of research and calculations to because obviously my fireball that started off that last fight wasn't just right, and I need to do better next time. So that's that's essentially all that she's doing. She's not really available for anything else.
Okay, that's fair. Pouring yourself into your studies at the academy. All right, swinging by to see the fam at any point, or are you gonna just let that one kind of?
Definitely not.
Okay,
it went badly.
They don't make any attempt to contact you at all.
I did not figure they would.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyone else want to share what they did during their 2 weeks of downtime?
Sure. Talus would have primarily been exploring the coastline in his downtime, kind of getting used to the coastal biome.
Pipe. Okay.
And getting the lay of the land, so to speak, as far as how to find things to eat, how to fish, all that good stuff. And then while on his trip with Astraeus to
Mithril Hall? Or Mithril Mine, excuse me. Did you end up going there, or did you just wait for your for Paratos to come back?
When we were going back to see
father. Right, to tell them what happened to their daughter. Yikes. Okay. Yeah.
But I've tried to have made use of that time to get Astraeus to teach me what he knew of the giants and how to speak their tongue.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That'll cover the new favorite enemy.
Cool. All right.
Any other time in the evenings, either a couple nights a week at trying to earn some coin at the
oh, right, with your new business arrangement. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
And the rest of the time getting the planter box set up around the mast with any of the fey plants that were procured for me. That Valis said she would help with, that were left over from the Temple of Etheria being dismantled.
Okay. Anyone else want to share what they did during their downtime? I mean, we have it recorded. I just want to know if you wanted to share it again, or if you had some roleplay stuff you wanted to bring to it. Otherwise, your business is your business.
Yeah, I mean, Phil pretty much just comes back to Mitros with a giant bow on his back and a newfound resolve. If
Alright.
anyone asked him what he did, he'd just kind of like say he spent time in the wilds and with his thoughts.
Okay. Reset, Anastasia, anything we...
Yep. I was just waiting for everyone else.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because I have a few things that I did. So the first thing Reset would have done would she wanted to visit Enyo at the academy and just kind of see how she was doing, see if like kids are bullying her or anything, and because she's definitely younger than most of the people that would be there probably. She wanted to take some time to teach her some self-defense if needed. And then for the rest of the downtime, a lot of it is going to go into training with the Amazons at Valis's quarters. So in the morning, she would ask the Amazons if she could join them for training, and this will help her kind of get more in touch with her ki, and also learn to incorporate more different abilities along with it'll help incorporate her abilities better. And then she promised Ambrosia that she would dance at the brothel.
Right.
I think twice a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange for a couple of 20 square games. So she'll be doing that as well. And then other than that, she'll be practicing 20 squares with Ambrosia and Valis and anyone else that she can find.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, and she's praying every morning after training and every night before bed.
Sounds good. Anastasia, did you have anything from your 2 weeks you wanted to cover or share?
Yeah. Since we're kind of on wibbly wobbly time, right after we'd gotten off the boat, before lots of major things happened, we would have sought some solitude up in the mountains near where they sang the storm away. Just listening to the ocean to kind of calm herself. She, practiced a lot of her magic, just to kind of exhaust herself. Cheered on one part of the top part of the small chunk of mountain with the final guiding bolt that was very just to let it all out basically. And then at some point she would have taken the effigy she had made from the lost siren Lenike and put that out to sea in a proper siren's lament burial, which was initially just by herself. She invited Astraeus. Astraeus came along to witness it. But then other sirens obviously heard the song and joined their voices to help the effigy find its way out to sea and eventually sink to the ocean floor. Then, on a lighter note, she would have surprised Reset with a present of trailing ribbons, some new dancing ribbons that have kind of design pattern that would kind of almost like old-timey moving pictures. It would change if you looked at it from one spot as it was flowing.
Oh, right, yeah.
That was a present for her birthday. And I think that was all the stuff I'd about.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so guess we'll jump back into this thing then. Everybody,
should we quickly cover what Astraeus did just so the viewers know?
I guess. Do you want to cover? You want to?
Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Yeah.
Is my mic still staticky?
It's a little staticky.
Okay, it might be the Discord server because the stream says it's fine.
Okay. I mean, it's been a little rough on Discord for the last couple days.
Yeah. I'm still looking for it. He posted it, right?
And
Yeah, I
roleplay.
assume you posted it. Oh, you posted roleplay?
Oh yeah, I see it. I
Okay.
see it. So he's going to stand vigil at the Temple of the Five for a week, awaiting Kyra's return. I guess he doesn't do that anymore.
Well, the week
he's
went by
sending
and
spells.
she didn't return.
Oh yes, so this was before it happened.
Yeah.
Yep. He's sending spells and then extends a hand invitation to Valis to stand vigil. Asks Phil if he would stand vigil 3 nights with him.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to find Phil.
Okay, so Phil was gone. He asks after the surviving twin and the boy who professed faith in Sidon. He would seek to spend time with and act as a spiritual advisor to both.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think the orphans that we found in the basement. For Rosette, he will commission a robe in her style that has the symbols of the 5 embroidered on the back, but instead of Mitros' symbol taking the center, it is the north placed as Valis' symbol is given the place of honor in the center.
Cool.
Okay, so Rosette has some new robes. Before leaving, he will accompany Anastasia and feel honored to observe her siren's lament. And he will reiterate that even if Kyra isn't physically alongside us, he believes she is still very much a part of the 5. And then he travels with haste to Astoria to bring news of Corina, so that's the thing he did with Talus.
Right.
And explained to his father that he vowed that when he was blessed with the power and wisdom to wrest souls from Lutheria's grasp, he intends to offer Corina the choice. And then lastly, he will travel to the necropolis at Telemach. There he will update Xander on events and spend time meditating at Balmitria's tomb until he feels ready to return to Mitros.
Okay.
Yep, that would be about it. The rest is he will ignore any summon from the king.
All right. During this time, the king wants absolutely nothing to do with you guys. You are not called upon. No, you are not mentioned in fancy speeches. There are no parades. Mitros, for its part, it spends all of your downtime preparing for the great games. People begin arriving from all across Thylea and the surrounding isles, and they're just, setting up shop. The games run across many, many days, so people who travel there are going to be there for the long haul. Some of the backfields of the vineyards that are not in use are rented out as camp areas, essentially. But the city becomes more and more and more packed with people as they show up to either participate in or witness the great games. All right. So, at the tail end of that time, the time finally occurred, where Kira would have essentially reformed in a physical body. It took longer than normal, if this is in fact what happened. Anastasia, you found her, and then standing off in the shadows, but not in like a creepy way. Astraeus kind of watched what he had seen. When everything had ended, you had offered to help this woman find clothes. So I guess we could just kind of start from there. Where do you go from the temple? What is the next move?
It's middle of the night, right?
Yeah, it's pretty late. Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yeah, if I could, I would go find a tailor, even.
Okay.
Even if they know how late it is, I mean, look for some dates. But if I do something, let me check my inventory. I gotta have something for her to cover up until. Blanket. There we go.
Okay.
I'll have a nice red blanket for her until we find some clothes.
Yeah. So as you kind of give her the blanket and she kind of tucks herself into it, Astraeus finally reveals himself from the shadows. and Pro offers like an acolyte's robe from the supplies. So, taking a moment to change, the woman tousles her hair, looks down at the robes, looks at you, and just sort of raises her eyebrows, like, what next?
Gauge your attitude.
Okay.
What if-
She seems well rested, disoriented, and excited.
Okay. I just want to ask her, what does she remember? Anything?
Yeah, so she kind of narrows her eyes a little bit at you, and she says, well, I obviously know how to breathe and talk.
Good, yeah.
Language seems to be intact. It's good. I'm a lady person, pretty sure. We know each other, I think. So that's about where I'm at.
Okay. I just pat her head. That's okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, a couple. Are you seeing anyone, or?
She blushes at that. No.
Do I have like a job that I'm late for or something?
No, you were the one that you brought us together, and you've.
Oh, I brought you together. She points at you and Astreus.
Partially, yeah.
Oh,
Others
so
too.
you are. Oh, so it's like that. Okay. Sure. Phew. It might be complicated for them. Maybe we should be like sneaky about it and just pretend that I remember everything I'm supposed to remember, and then if I goof up, you could just tell me, and then I'll, but in like in a way that's not weird, and then I could be like, oh right, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can make that work for sure.
Okay, well then I'm ready to go to that place we always go to when we're in this place that we're in. That's not this exact place we are right now.
Okay, yeah. I think next, we have some clothes. I think.
Right.
I think we should go talk to your sister. She'll see us.
Oh, I have a sister?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems alright. I feel a lot of anxiety for some reason. Is she my enemy? Does she kill me?
No. She will be very happy to see you.
Okay.
I hope. Her name is Valis. She's the queen of this city. She kind of motions around.
My sister's a queen. So, I'm a queen too, right? Like of a different city?
Not yet?
Oh,
it's very
so
complicated.
I'm like a princess. Okay, that makes sense.
Absolutely.
All right. The princess demands you take her to the queen.
Alright. There we go.
Okay. Do you have the queen roused in the middle of the night?
Yeah. I think this warrants that kind of thing.
Okay.
I'll go up to the head Amazonian guard, like, listen. Iris back. Let's see the queen. Goddess Kyra's returned.
Okay. It is a whole thing. You guys are roused from your slumber. I think with this being at the end of the 2 weeks, most of you would have returned by now, if not all of you. So should all be available for the scene. If you are not, you can just kind of tuck yourself away to the side if you want, or whatever is comfortable for you. All right.
I think Phil would have come back at like the very like tail end, so he probably.
Okay. You don't want to like dramatically walk in, like I'm back, and then you see what happened. And...
Is that what you want?
He wants his own moment.
Oh no, I got you. It's cool. I just don't want anybody to feel left out of the role playing. All right, so you present this person to Valis.
Yeah.
Okay. When Valis walks into the room, she looks at Kyra, and you can see the full force of it kind of hit her. And she goes from about to cry to like overjoyed, and then sort of to angry. And as she approaches Kyra, you are not sure what is going to happen. It looks like she wants to slap her. And Kyra kind of like looks at her like cautiously as she approaches, and Valis begins to say, well, how could you? And as she looks at her, she can see the legitimate confusion on the individual's face, and her anger kind of softens, and she looks at Kyra and she says, Kira, what has happened to you? And Kyra kind of looks around and says, I don't know. Is it bad? Am I sick? Or... And Valis looks kind of out past her, like almost kind of not wanting to look at her. And she says, you don't know me, do you? And Kyra kind of looks and says, no, I do. You're my sister, the queen. And dice are rolled. And and Valis says, your memories are gone or incomplete. And then Kyra's like, I don't know, it's only been a couple hours, so who knows?
She recognized me after a moment. And I'll whisper to the queen. Think it was Lutheria? She take something from her?
Well, she did die in the Nyx, which borders on the underworld. That could have something to do with it. I'm pretty confident this is my sister, but... And Kyra at this point is talking with Astraeus, who took the hint from Valis to distract. And she takes you aside, Anastasia, and says, she has no divinity. There's no divine spark. She's just a person.
Goodness. I'm not familiar with how this all works.
Well, from what I understand, is when we die, as long as there are those who still believe in us, as long as a single shrine still stands in our honor, we will return. This is, I believe, known as, I don't know, perpetual? We can be killed, so we're not technically immortal, but we come back. I don't know if it's forever or only as long as there are those who remember us, so on and so forth. Akira had much more experience with this sort of thing than I did. She sort of pushed the limits of her divinity to sort of test as many things out as she could. Every time she or my brother or my father managed to get themselves killed, 1 week would pass and they would return. When the week passed and she didn't return, I will confess that I had given up. For her to return this late and without her divinity, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
But I know for certain that if she gets herself killed again... Well, actually, I don't know anything for certain. I don't know what to do with her. She's so clumsy and determined, and without her divinity to protect her, she's just... There are these small rodents called lemmings. She's like one of those. She'll see some shiny, exciting thing and then walk into a volcano. I don't think in her current state it would be safe for us to let her leave the palace, let alone do anything.
In your infinite wisdom, know that she will try to escape if you attempt to confine her.
It is better to keep an eye on her, yes. Okay.
I will do my absolute best to make sure no harm comes to her.
Well,
Until we can figure out what to do.
She's a tremendous love of the beach. Maybe you could take her there, and that will be a nice, quieter place to take her first steps, I suppose.
Sounds like a fantastic idea. Should we keep this a secret for now?
Oh, the lack of her divinity. Perhaps. Astreus will no doubt know already. And the others are quite clever, so they should figure it out. I guess the most important thing is that they know that, as far as I can tell, she is who she says she is. I know that Lutheria peddles tricks and deceptions. I don't think this is one of them.
I will confess, I thought similarly when I first saw her. I thought I was still dreaming.
Whatever happened, I'm very pleased that she has returned to us, and I know that I can trust you and the others to keep her from harm. That's my understanding in lighter news that you and your allies are entering the Great Games. There's only a few days left to prepare, so good luck with that, I suppose. By the end of the games, your ship will be ready to set sail, and the item I have sent for should be delivered. It will aid you in your quest.
Thank you, guys.
All right, and so eventually, the sun begins to rise. Clothes are brought for this individual. She picks out clothes remarkably similar to the clothes that she normally wears. Astreus watches her with great interest, but also a little bit of sus. There's a little bit of sus on his face. You had a question?
Yeah, what happened to her little baggie, like, in all this? The bag of all her stuff, the little purple backpack she had.
I mean, everything that she had was just kind of into starlight.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
If we had something that would help. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the rest of the party sort of would wake and rouse or already be awake. Eventually, you have kind of gotten to the habit of when you were in the city to meet in this room as sort of a place to palaver and plan and share meals and conversation. You eventually would all rouse and I suppose be caught up on the events of each other and what has transpired over the last couple weeks. The Great Games, a few days away. The ship nearly repaired. The oceans of Thylea soon to be open before you. What are you guys going to do? Or do you want to do establishing shots of walking into the room to kind of reestablish, since we're getting ready to start the new Shodan tournament arc? It'd be a good time for a reestablishing shot. Anybody want a reestablishing shot? No? You didn't get a new
anyone
costume?
change?
Or
I mean, I do have a new robe. I have a new robe. I could come in with that Asturias bot.
Yeah, give us an establishing shot of Shonen Tournament Arc reset. Totally different collectible figurine for your desk than normal reset.
Oh, let me send you the picture then.
Oh, okay.
The commissioned art.
Let's see. Anybody else want to reestablish their character? Did anything cool happen? Phil, you said you had a new bow. It was big.
A very big bow.
Very big bow.
He's also now, I mean, he's still got the scar on his face, and now he's got, acid burns on his body. But somehow still handsome as all hell.
I know more math.
Oh, nice.
I don't know that you can see that, but I do.
In a beautiful mind, he can see it. He can see a lot of things in a beautiful mind.
Right.
So, yeah, spoiler, sorry. Oh yeah, this came out redonkulous. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this mod to work. Oh, maybe. Okay. So I just drag it onto this layer and it should appear, huh? Alright, let's see. Or not. Alright. Here's loaded up normally. So, as you guys are there, chatting, talking, all that, Phil finally arrives from his time away. He is stoic about it. It's hard to sort of read what he's been up to, but he smells of the wild and of time spent hunting and sort of living a more nomadic life. Phil, when you walk in, you do see sitting and talking with Astreus and Anastasia, your aunt. As a demigod, you can sense when you look at her, there is a diminishment of being.
Yeah, Phil would just kind of the second he saw her, he'd just be like, Kyra! And he'd just run up and give her a big hug and he'd be like, I thought you were dead.
Alright, you pick her up and you begin to crush her. She looks towards Anastasia and she says, "Oh, I missed you too, husband." And she looks at Anastasia.
I
drop her.
No.
I drop her on the ground.
Husbando of the year?
No.
That's not Philippocles.
Mm-hmm.
And she winks at you, one finger gun.
What is wrong with her?
Whisper to Phil.
You used to see that she's shuffling through note cards, and she says, "Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, definitely not husband." Okay. Phil, chop up any good animals or monsters lately? Am I right? Yeah. Smile.
I'll turn to my other aunt. Tell me what is going on.
Well...
Did Lutheria do this?
Resurrection sickness is probably all it is. She's just having a bit of trouble sorting it all out, that's all. Nothing major.
seems pretty major. She feels diminished.
Well, maybe don't tell everyone that part. Maybe don't tell her that part. You know she has a very low self-esteem. We don't want her to think that she's any worse than she already is. Oh, that sounds terrible. But still, we've only had her a few hours. I don't know.
Mind spark is totally gone, Phil. We need to, at some point, look into maybe hunting a creature.
Yeah,
some
I'm gonna
divine
pull
spark.
out.
But you have to already have a way to contain a spark. To get a spark, I don't know if that would work because she has nothing.
I'm gonna pull out Helica.
All right.
First, I'm gonna
pull her out, the skull kind of moves its jaw from side to side. Looks very tired. Like it never gets any fresh air.
You said she was dead for good. Did you see her here?
Oh! You're talking to me, Muscles.
That's normally what I do when I pull you
I
out.
am just trying to remember exactly what you mean. When you said that person was dead, weren't you talking about the little girl? You know, with the bow. Cornelius, or whatever.
No.
Oh, well.
You said you witnessed the death of a god.
Yeah, whoa! Oh, well, Muscles, I did. Whatever god there was, well, that's long gone. What you see before you is just the leftover scraps.
I'm gonna spike her on the ground.
Oh, damn. All right. At your discretion, she either shatters or simply just cracks a little and kind of rolls away.
She shatters.
Damn. All right.
I'm with her.
Yeah, Kyra looks at you and says, "Ooh, did your skull make you mad?"
All that matters is that you're back.
Oh, thanks. You know, I was thinking, my sister, who is the queen, and very beautiful, very nice, she said this could be resurrection sickness, which is better than, you know, the other options. Like, what if I came back to life as a cowboy, right? Wouldn't that be like reincarnation?
Okay, I think she's fine, guys. I think she's fine. She still
What does
has
that Patty
her
do when that
sense
happens?
of humor.
Like she has been like excited, confused, trying to keep it in, and now she's just defeated.
Oh, you might fall out of your chair.
She looks around like expecting like some lulls or some yucks, but
Anastasia definitely laughed.
okay.
For real.
Dale's just kind of like, better a cowboy than a fucking pickle.
I didn't get that reference, but
What's a cowboy?
I'm glad the joke was funny. I felt like it was the right thing to do.
Never stop telling your jokes, and no matter how gross they may be.
Tal's gonna look confused and just say, "What's a cowboy?"
Oh, like a minotaur.
Like Bullbug.
There's a lot. Yeah, Bullbug looks up from his 15th bowl of scrambled eggs. Yeah, like Bullbug. So, what are we doing today?
So
Bullbug
I
asked.
heard something about a beach.
That sounds like a good
Did
idea.
I hear that?
Oh, my sleepy brain was finally able to multitask your new robes from Astraeus. There you go.
What the heck?
Goddamn.
Wow.
Bullbug likes them, but maybe not the color. Is the advice he gives you. So
Bullbug could never look at me anyway. I'm always wearing red.
So, yeah, well, you have time to prepare. Bullbug kind of goes up to you, Phil, and says, "Hey, if we're gonna win these great games, we should probably train and stuff. Not that I didn't train the whole time you were gone, because I also trained, and I have a big bow, too. I just left it at the bow repair, man." He kind of looks at the bow like, damn, it's a big bow. You know, without making an insight check, he does not have his own bow. So, why would you need a bow, though, Phil? You gotta smash things. Bows are for wimps.
You say that, but several in this room couldn't wield this bow. It requires mighty strength. Even you may not possess it.
Oh, I want to try now. Let me try. Please let me try.
We should go outside if we're going to
egg off
shoot
your
it.
face.
Yeah. He wipes it away with his forearm. Let me try. I'll show you. Let me see it.
I hand him the bow.
Oh, the power. I feel it. Oh, I'm just gonna shoot out this window.
Whoa.
What?
At the mountainside.
Yeah, at the mountainside. He goes over here.
Yeah, aim at the mountain.
Yeah, of course I was aiming at the mountain. Wasn't aiming at the street? Okay. Alright, how does this work?
You put an arrow in it. I hand him an arrow.
Okay. This is almost the size of a javelin. I like it. Alright. Just... is he strong enough to pull it back?
I mean, he probably is. I think it requires a 15.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. Okay. He does seem impressed that you need strength to use a bow, because he always felt like that was something that should always exist, even though he had an 8 intelligence. It still felt like something core and real in his heart. But that doesn't matter, because this bow does. And you can see his muscles flex as he pulls it back. He launches that torpedo, and it just explodes against the mountain very, very far away, because range on longbow is pretty good. And he lets out a laugh, like a little boy do when they get to fire a gun. And he asks you for another arrow.
I mean, I've only got so many of these, so that was your...
Okay. Here's your bow back. It's amazing.
Perhaps we can get you one. I got it from the centaur.
Oh, he kind of looks at you. Oh, the centaur. That explains a lot. Show me what you got up to. Tell me what happened. And he begins to follow you around like kid brothers do when they need to know all the biz. All right. Hypatia, Valis goes to talk with you and wants to know what your opinion is on what happened to Kyra. Or Kira.
Would I have read anything in the library? Like, would any of my education at the academy have covered something like this?
With your training and your backgrounds and all that good stuff, you have a good idea that while this hasn't happened in any sort of proven historical way, there are plenty of folklore and stories about divine beings giving up their divinity for some reason, and then living as a mortal afterwards. So the stories are normally like, you know, the super fancy ocean nymph wanted to like be on land with the person she fell in love with, and in order to do that, she had to give up her spark of divinity so that she could stop being a water nymph and just become a normal mortal. She didn't want to outlive him because he would only live like 80 years or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So there are, again, nothing historical, nothing scientific, but there are popular stories and myths that is something that can happen.
I would relate those myths, and if there is perhaps a professor that I am aware of who focuses either on the literature or the religion or the metaphysics of that, I would suggest that perhaps she invite that person to the palace to learn more.
She points to you in that way that you're right. That's a good idea point, not like a hey you point. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, that's an excellent idea. People that are a bit removed from the situation might be able to look at it in a less emotional way.
Yes.
Yes. All right. But they'll have to be people I can trust. I don't want this information getting back to my husband or anyone really.
Well, I don't know if you but
not that I'm embarrassed by her. I'm not embarrassed by her.
Your husband is not super popular at the academy. And also, all of the professors are like minimum 30% crazy, so people tend not to believe them.
Good points. All right, I will send for some of them right away. I suppose the next few days leading up to the Great Games should be enough time. I could probably do some blood tests, or you can see her like scrutinizing Kyra in like a lab rat kind of way. And she kind of looks over at her.
I also this might be a little bit presumptive, and if it's not my business, I don't need to know. But like, how did you become a goddess?
Oh, and as you ask that question, and she starts to respond, you feel like this kind of weird, like static, like kind of like fill in the air. It's really weird. And she's like talking to you, but you can't like hear anything. And then it kind of lets up, and then she says, "We've just always been like this, born from our mother's womb, who was a goddess, and that's how we came to be."
Okay.
She does not seem aware of this weird distortion, but as you look over at Skilla and then you look at Lorius, they both nod at you like some shit just happened.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so she heads off to summon these specialists. All right. Lorius leans down and says, I think she is more upset about her being back and diminished than she is about her being dead. If I had to guess.
Is scary. Not knowing what's happened. It's scary.
That part is scary, but this woman that we all know, she is not defined by her divinity. She's defined by who she is. And I suppose she doesn't fully remember who she is, but I feel like the core is still there.
And I believe your right on that, but, well, it would be scary for a goddess to contemplate not being a goddess.
Oh. Yeah, his eyes kind of go wide. And he says, I see. It would be like if one of my brothers or sisters showed up to a family reunion and they were a human being.
Maybe? I don't think it's quite the same.
Oh. Are you sure?
More like if one of your siblings showed up and, like, had cancer. And,
Oh.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Because, like, they've been around for a long time, and if she really doesn't have any divinity, she's got, like, not that much time, relatively speaking.
Right. Like I was pointing out to you. Like, nobody wants to be a human being. I mean, that's the worst. So, if one of my
Rude.
siblings showed up, you're not a human. You're Medusa now.
Rude.
You're one of us.
Oh my god.
I hope you know that I don't mean any offense by what I'm saying. I am also trying to understand.
Okay. Forgive you.
All right. Reset. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Is there anything you want to try to say?
I mean, she doesn't really understand what's going on. She just, I mean, there's Kyra, and she seems the same. She's not quite sure why everyone's so tense. So she's just trying to lighten the mood. She's suggesting we should go celebrate. I mean, Kyra's back. We have some time, and Phil wants to go training. What better place to train than the beach? Back home in Odyssey, all we would do every morning is actually train on the beach. You know how sometimes they talk about summer training camps where everyone packs up their bags, goes a couple miles away just to train at the beach? Well, that's every day in Odyssey. It's a lot of fun.
Training montage before the tournament art.
All right. Bullbug tells you that I'll meet you at the beach. Get ready to get stomped by my beachwear.
I nod to him.
Okay.
Planning on going to the beach in autumn.
Oh, Phil.
What is it?
You don't have any beachwear?
I mean, I wear this loincloth. It does well underwater.
Could you imagine what a liberating life it would be to own one loincloth? Like, you just never worry about clothes ever. You just got your loincloth, you're good to go.
I
Here,
wash my
I have an
loincloth with
idea.
myself when I...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just 2020, though, right? If you're working from home, you pretty much just have that one loincloth that you're taking care of. I don't know. Maybe.
Here,
Is there-
leave it to me. I'll hook you up with something.
Okay.
You're gonna beat Bullbug.
Oh, Kyra
I
stands
don't
up
need
and
any
says,
more
oh,
competition with Bulldog.
I want to go to the beach.
We'll take you there.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Are you coming with us? And she kind of narrows her eyes and then pulls out her note cards. Paratos? Wait. Paratos is the short one. Talus.
Yes. I will come with you.
Oh, excellent. Let's go. All right. I'll get you guys all here stacked up here. It's been a long time since we had all our babies in one place. Also, good news. We're on 7.5 now. So when you guys do, like, trace your path and move around and let go, it actually traces the goddamn path again. So, there's that. All right. It was a long struggle, and I appreciate everybody waiting like the 2 weeks
Wait a
for it to
minute.
get fixed.
Wait,
What?
wait. 2 lawyers.
Oh, yeah. He's
So,
extra help. Oh no!
Get on the bull
Someone's
bus.
gonna miss the. She was getting extra sunscreen on because she's kind of pale. Okay, there we go.
Does the Amazon one come?
Amazon.
Yes, they keep the queen safe, and the queen knows that she should not show up at the beach with her 30 charisma while she's trying to rehabilitate her sad sister. So this is her chance to build a stronger relationship than ever. I mean, it's kind of a mean move when somebody has amnesia to use this opportunity to rebuild your relationship with them. But you know, it's not the same as modified memory. This is something more organic. So, anyways,
And there's wisdom in taking advantage of a situation.
Yeah,
Alright.
Phil's gonna find some time to fill in Kyra about how much she doesn't like Valis.
Oh, really? Okay, so on the way there, you're kind of like explaining.
You're being awfully nice to your sister.
She's incredibly beautiful, kind, intelligent. Like, why wouldn't I be nice to her? She's so nice to me.
Before you would call her ugly,
What?
dumb.
And dumb? Well, that just seems impossible.
Are you sure you're you?
I don't know. I hope.
Maybe we should play some of her songs for her.
All right. So, you guys head on over to Mitros Beach. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
It's
Let's see. What changes the music out to?
It seems like she's the most prepared for the beach.
At least she remembered what to bring to the beach.
It's true. All right. So, as you guys arrive at the beach, as per classic beach episode rules, everybody was required to provide some beach episode art. So, let's see. There we go. Philippocles, here is your auntie. Ready for the beach. All right. Anastasia, I didn't have any beach art for you, I'm sorry. But here's Anastasia looking absolutely beautiful.
I just got back. Wow.
All right. I think that showed to everybody. I'm not sure.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's see.
This is
Oh,
different because she's smiling and she's been sad for like a month.
oh, there you go. Truth. Talus providing his own art, which turned out super dope. There we go. Awesome. Hypatia looking super adorbs. Here we go. All right. I was amazed. I was like, "Wow, she actually had beach art on hand. It's fantastic." Astreus, since he's like a grandpa, you know when you like go to the beach with your grandpa and they're wearing like the old school bathing suit, and you're like, why are you wearing why would you wear that one piece? Nobody wants you to wear one piece. What are you doing? Yeah. So he shows up like in his super traditional, this is what we wore in my day to the beach outfit. Let's see. There we go. All right, and then
Oh my god.
and then Rosette's beach episode outfit. If you have heart condition, please look away. Just look away. I was told this is the official Region Monk workout gear. I don't think that's true, but it's all right. And then Phil, taking Rosette's fashion advice, you saunter in wearing 2 loincloths. and a hat.
Oh my god!
All right.
I'll confess,
I'll
like when you asked everyone for beach episode art, I didn't really know, but
I can't actually show you Bullbug's beach art because he is not wearing a bathing suit. He thought this was a nude beach, so he just showed up in his birthday suit. And if we flash it, then Red's stream gets taken down, and we get another strike. We haven't bounced back from the Taylor Swift incident yet, so.
Wait,
All right.
Right?
No, anyway, don't worry about it. Let's keep going. All right, so, at the beach, you can see that it's already laid out with beautiful stuff. And even though it's on a combat grid, you feel safe that the DM would never send servants of Sidon up from the beach to attack you during the beach episode. That'd be ridiculous for you to have to fight in your cool bathing suit outfits. We'd never do that. Was that convincing at all?
Yeah.
To anybody? Okay. But you do see, hiding in the shadows, one of the most dangerous beach-dwelling creatures of all time, the Thylean volleyball.
Oh my god. I run at it.
All right. It's a ball, so it can't do anything. But
I got it.
the volleyball does in fact have rules for playing volleyball. Whichever team wins this friendly volleyball game will get maximum inspiration points and 1 lucky point. They could only be used during the Great Games. The lucky point, I should add. But they could definitely pull out a clutch if you needed it.
All right.
All right.
We need to make our teams.
Okay.
How should we choose?
Well, clearly it should be Team Phil and Team Bullbug.
No, I don't want to be a team captain, but I don't mind which team I'm on either. And he's kind of like kicking the sand and looking kind of nervous.
Phil grabs the ball. He holds it in one hand.
It's a tiny ball for babies. Well, no, it's a normal size Thylea volleyball, but you know. All right.
Maybe Taliesin? Phil and Talus?
I mean, do we need captains? Why don't we do this in a fair way to avoid hurting anyone's feelings? Let's draw straws or something.
Oh, draw straws.
All right.
Also, are familiars allowed to play
yeah,
or not?
absolutely.
Okay. Do familiars count as part of a player or as their own player?
Oh, play volleyball? I don't know. I thought to like be out and like enjoy the beach. Yes.
Oh, like a Pokemon episode.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
absolutely.
That's what I meant. Excuse me.
I was like, I think the ball's fire resistant. I think it'll be all right. Hypatia, you down for some volleyball? No.
So like, Hypatia walked in with like a huge, super heavy bag, and like plops it down on the beach towel, and is like super confused that nobody else brought books.
Right.
Like, because that's what you do at the beach.
And then they found this strange rock, and they're all like obsessed with this weird coconut-shaped rock that they found. Yeah.
Yeah, like you go and you like step into the water and get like a little bit wet, and then you lay in the sun and you read a book.
Exactly.
I thought that's what we were doing today.
Lifeguard laureates.
Yeah, I think Paratills will make it better when he's got a higher perception, I think. So, all right.
So I'll hope anyone who wants to get tanned.
In the same way that garlic bread gets tanned. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Kyra wants to play. Oh, I know how to play this game. She stares at the ball for a long time. Yep. Definitely.
Do you actually know?
Nephew. No, I don't. Do you throw it at the nets, I'm assuming? Under?
You must bonk it over.
bonk it. Ah, okay. With a bonker?
You know, with your like I like show her how to like put her fists together.
Mm-hmm.
Here, reset. Toss me the ball and we will show her how it's done.
All right.
Talus, she goes and puts an arm around you. Do you ever play this ball game?
No.
Oh.
But I will try.
All right, let's watch the tutorial. Anna, you should watch this tutorial. I don't think there's any rules against flying, so you can just you're gonna kick ass at this. All right. Yeah. So the rules of volleyball are sacred in the land of Thylea. Brought over by Tom Hanks when he got in a plane crash and wound up lost at sea. He taught them all how to play. Originally, it was called Wilson, but volleyball just sounded better, so they changed the name. All right, there's 3 moves you can perform: the bump, the set, and the spike. And it has to be done in that order. You got to bump it, you got to set it, you got to spike it. So, spiking, just a basic strength check. Obviously, there's no point in calling a skill athletics if you can't use it to play motherfucking volleyball. So, yes, you could use athletics instead of just a strength check. Bump is a basic wisdom check. Yes, you could sub in either insight, because you determined where it was going to go by watching your opponent, or perception, because you see it happening fast enough to do something about it. The DC equals the opposing spike check. So if Phil gets angry in this game and spikes volleyball at you, you will die, essentially. A success of 5 or more when you set will give someone advantage to spike. All right. Now, set is a basic dexterity check. Yes, you could sub in acrobatics to make sure that you get there in time to set it up right, and you have the hand-eye coordination to get it to the perfect height in the perfect place. All right. Ideally, you'd have teams of 3, but Astreus does not want Hypatia to feel left out, so he takes the only book he owns, Prayers to the 5, and he pretends that he had planned to bring it, and he sits down next to her and he says, Hypatia, I see you also brought a book. I love reading at the beach. And then he looks longingly over at Philippocles and everyone getting ready to play volleyball, and the music from Top Gun plays in the background, where all the boys were playing volleyball and slapping each other on the butt. Yeah, and you see one tear down his face. And when you see that, Hypatia, he says, the sun's so bright. What a beautiful day. Got a little sun in my eye. Got a little sun in my eye there. So.
Do you need me to move the umbrella? And I mage hand the umbrella a little bit closer.
Oh, thank you. Yep, that was it. That was all that was going on with me. Okay. All right. So, how are you guys split up teams? Cairo wants to be on Anastasia's team.
We're drawing straws.
Yeah, we're drawing straws.
Drawing straws? All right, hold on.
Here's what's fair.
She goes and she gets a stick out of the woods. All right, like this. You want it 3D, or is that okay? Here's the hole you put in the drink, and that's the hole you put in your mouth. All right. Try to beat that. Try to beat that. Try to beat that, nephew.
Anastasia gives her 2 thumbs up.
Do you not understand what drawing straws is?
What? You would stand there and ask me that after I delivered this? Now I might have forgotten who I am and what I was about and most of everything else, but I drew a damn fine straw here, nephew. You want stripes on it? Is that the problem? And she goes and she grabs her stick. She brandishes it. Huh? There's your stripes. Beat that.
Crash, do you want me to draw a straw on the ground? I'm confused. What you want me to do?
I'm just here. I'm here.
That's what you asked for.
I'm a passenger. I'm a passenger with you on this journey. I have no fucking clue.
I think they want to decide randomly who's on whose team.
Oh. Oh, and they're gonna use straws because they come in different lengths.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
tell
basically,
before you look at it.
We're
Which one
we're
you'll
gonna
get.
get 6. We're gonna get 6 straws. All right.
Oh,
Then 3 of them are gonna be the same length as the other 3.
I
If you
got
draw a big straw, you're on the big team. If you draw a little straw, you're on the little team.
it. Oh, okay. All right. So we're
So
just
I'll go-
doing
I'll go
odds and
in-
evens basically. We're
I'm-
doing odds
yeah,
and evens. Okay.
I'm gonna take her stick. I'm gonna break it into 6 pieces,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hold it where
Very
you can't
smart.
tell.
Now she feels like she was part of the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess just rolling a D2. Oh man, how exciting! We get to try out these new dice. Rolling a D2. Yeah, I don't actually know how you roll it. Do you just type /coin? No, that didn't work. Roll coin. You just roll a D2?
Yeah. Roll coin. Oh, is it a fake coin? Is that what it's called?
Flip coin?
Wow. Roll fake. Roll fake.
Nah. All right. Well, D2 works. Nope. Oh, is it flip? No.
No. I
Slash
just
roll
did
1
it in
D2.
square. Yeah, I just did it in square brackets.
There we go. All right. Looks like we got 3 for what shorts?
Everyone rolled a 2, so it's everyone versus me.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, it would be the first.
So the way
first
you do
3.
the first
Yeah.
3, and then
Yeah.
the rest would be on the other team.
All right.
So
So
me,
that's
Reset, and Kyra.
okay. Seeing that you are missing a person, Bullbug strides onto the. You guys ready? Talus?
Yes.
Talus, this feels a lot like when you try to play Mario Tennis, like for serious, and your teammate picks fucking Bowser, and like keep running in front of you and getting hit by the ball. It has that kind of feel to it. On the bright side, he threatens every square on your side of the net. So, all right. Talus, you're like the ranged attacker. Are you team lead on this? Is there a team lead? Or are you just gonna start it off?
I can start it, sure.
Okay. So you would fill. All right. Call odd or even, and then we'll roll. We'll flip a drachma to get this thing started. Odd. All right. Here we go. All right. Reset. You guys are serving first.
Oh, I don't see the coins. Okay, how do I serve?
How do you serve? You're just gonna make an athletics check.
Oh, then Phil, you should serve.
Oh, okay. I bonus action rage. I'm kidding.
Is there like a mechanic if you roll too high, does it go out of bounds?
Oh yeah,
Like you
yeah, that'd be
overshot
pretty.
it?
Like superheroes where they have to dial it back. Oh,
Stop
man.
there! I feel punished and attacked for
Yeah,
my
that's
character.
pretty rad. That's pretty rad. All right, so if you get over 25 on a check, you may have gone too good. You may have gone too hard.
I was just thinking like in my head.
No, I get it. Yeah, like whenever they do the DC stuff, or they all get together to do sports, but they have to either downplay it or play like on a remote island so they can fucking destroy it with their abilities while they play. Yeah. All right, Phil, kick things off for us.
24.
24. All right. All right. Who among you thinks that they could bump that shit?
No, that's
That is a wisdom or insight.
Good.
Bullbug's gonna be honest. He's like,
Or perception, right?
yeah, sorry, perception or
perception.
insight.
I got perception.
Yeah, perception.
I'm sure you do too.
Okay.
Alice. What's yours at? I got a 4.
Well, I know that
I got a
I think Tal's got the best chance here.
perception's a +5.
Oh, go for it.
All right, Talus. Give it a bump. Let's see. Yeah, he just hammers it down. Crater on this side. All right.
For some reason,
I didn't see him. I did see one. I did see a couple more.
I think you rolled it privately. I'm not.
Yeah, you might still be rolling to GM.
well, it's not the public roll. It says on the thing. So.
And I saw the dice.
Weird. It's still showing up secret for me, but here you go. So yeah, you spike it. Everybody's trying to find this thing. It hits the back corner. No problem. Immediately, Team Reset has the first point. All right. Team Anastasia Talus Bulldog. What do you got here? Also known as Team Bat.
Don't we get the ball back if we score?
Man, I don't know how to play fucking volleyball. Like,
I think it's different in beach volleyball. I don't know.
Are you thinking of?
I know if it's anything like tennis, you serve through a whole set, and then you have to rotate who serves. Blah 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 blah
No,
blah.
I'm
blah.
pretty sure in volleyball, if you score, you get to go again.
I'm gonna
And then,
look up, Google the rules for volleyball.
all right, yeah, let's all look at volleyball rules. I'm not a like god volleyball player or anything, but I'm pretty sure.
Make sure you search beach volleyball because I think it has different rules.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna have the ball go back and forth to each side. I mean,
God,
we're already
of
breaking the
course-
rules because we got too many people.
Oh no, it's 6.
it's
You
3.
play with 6.
Oh, teams of up to 3 are allowed. Okay. All right, the rules. Court, sure. Oh yeah, we've got all that covered. Ball regulation, of course it is. All right.
The serving team wins, scores a point, and continues to serve when the ball lands in the receiving team's court. Ball lands on the sideline or on the baseline. The receiving team faults. The receiving team wins, scores a point, earns the right to serve.
So it's like tennis.
I don't know anything about tennis.
That's
I
fine.
feel like none of us know enough about volleyball to know what we're doing. So
Where-
we're just gonna alternate it back and forth.
I mean,
Alright.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
Whichever.
fine.
Alright.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right hand team.
There's fog coming in. My perception is lowered.
Where's the fog? There's no fog. Those are
There's
clouds.
like a huge cloud. Oh,
All right, Anastasia Talus, who's gonna serve?
Well,
Shouldn't Bulldog?
I think Bulldog would want to try and show up Phil. So let him.
Okay. All right. You gotta rotate through.
Okay. Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes
So
sense.
he'll go first. All right. All right. Here we go.
all right. So I'll insight that.
Yeah. It's a 9.
Oh, I
Oh,
privately rolled.
okay.
Oh,
You
I think it's your blind roll thing.
did-
Your
Oh.
mod. Yeah.
Let me turn that shit off. Hold on.
Get in the way of our volleyball game.
Yeah. I thought I had already gone and turned that guy off. Alright. Manage modules. Creations blind rolls. There we go. Okay. It's gotta reboot us all real quick.
We need some. Is this beach volleyball music?
I don't know, it's like chill beach music, but if you got beach volleyball music, go for it.
Or there's an anime.
I think there's Mario.
Volleyball.
There's Mario volleyball.
I'll do
right?
that one. That's probably good. Oh wait, that's probably not good. Nintendo doesn't like.
Yeah, they're okay with it.
Oh, they'll copyright it, but they won't deem it CAU.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Bulldog did terrible. You saw it coming, no problem, with a 25. So you,
Alright.
let's see. So you see it coming, then you're gonna bump it. No, now somebody else can bump it, right? Or is the person
Yeah,
who
so
sees it the
I
one that has
bump
to
it to
No, no,
Kyra.
So she
She
bumps
sets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw it coming, you bump it to Kyra. Kyra has to set it for Phil. Phil's gonna spike it.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. So far, I'm over there with Hypatia, except instead of reading a book, I'm just asleep. That's what I do at the beach.
I love beach volleyball. It's like
Yeah.
much fun.
Let's see. So amazing bump. So then there's going to be a set. This is a basic dexterity check. All right. Shouldn't be too hard. You can use acrobatics though. All right, here we go. Okay, so a 16. All right. If the DC equals the difference between the opposing spike check and the bump check, that's a lot of math, but I'm pretty sure it does. Failed result and disadvantage, a success results. Okay. All right, sweet. So go ahead and give us an athletics check to spike that thing. Oh, okay, 18. So, right-hand team, what are you gonna do? Gonna jump in on some stuff? I think I have this shared with everyone, but I'll share it with everybody again. Hold on.
Do you want to give it a shot?
We're supposed to roll initiative?
Oh no, it's just gonna go back and forth.
Okay.
Like, you guys just decide who does it. That's
That was good.
all right. So what are you gonna do? It's coming to you, team. Who's gonna try to bump it? Are you just gonna keep the same people trying to do it, or?
Sure, I'll give it a go. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we could do like you can't do the same thing twice in a row. So it's like less min maxi,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
kind of, like to rotate,
Yeah.
and it does make sense because like in actual volleyball, like
Everybody's moving
don't
around
know
the
who the
court.
ball's
Yeah,
going
everybody's
to.
moving
Yeah,
around the
yeah.
court. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah,
All right.
How about we just put our pieces in like a triangle and then we just rotate it clockwise?
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, so if you're up against the net, you do the spike. If you're up here, you do the and if the set, and if you're in the back, you do the bump. Got it. All right, that works.
Yeah.
All right, in that case, Bullbug will try to do the bump. Here we go. Try your best, Bullbug. No one's judging you. You're a beautiful individual. Oh man, he's pretty good at both of these things. Here we go. Oh, 15's good, but not enough. The ball gets past him. All right. Heads over to your guys' team. Looks like if we rotate everybody, you go here, and you go there. And then same deal over here, or Phil already served first, so Phil would probably be
in the
where
middle now, I
we're
think.
set is, right, yeah, so that now you'd be up on the net. There we go. All right, I guess Kyra's gonna try to serve. Athletics check, here we go. She spikes 25. Anastasia, you gotta try to bump this thing.
Perception.
Yep, perception or insight. Oh shit! You come real close, but that ball just right past you. Back to you guys. Everybody rotates. No, Anna hadn't served yet, so
Yeah. After she serves.
So it's when the ball goes back over here. It'll. Okay, I gotcha. Oh no! You do that thing, and I think that would be a fault. It's so bad. Would you guys say that would probably be a fault?
Under 5 is a
Yeah.
fault.
Okay. All right. Try again.
There you go.
Oh, 17. Nice. All right. Let's see. To return it is a perception. Okay. Here we go. As you spike it, there is the sound of meat on meat and sort of a baseball bat sound. Kyra is knocked to the ground.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I'd like
but
to
at least just
imagine.
spiked that into her face.
Oh, get up.
No.
Yeah. You
Get up, it's
flew
okay,
and did it
we're still in the
too,
lead.
didn't you?
Huh?
You
Oh.
put like 30 foot of fly speed behind that.
She looks at you and there's just like blood like out the nostril and into the mouth. And she's like, "How bad is it?" And the nose is like kind of a tomato now.
You're all right.
What's it feeling like?
Rotate.
Huh? Oh, okay. She's just like kind of holding her nose as the blood's gonna ooze it out. All right, Phil.
Feeling like.
The nose begins to reduce the swelling. The blood dries up. All right, Phil. It looks like you're serving to Anastasia. Please
They
don't
need to
kill.
rotate too.
Oh, that team needs to rotate too. Right. Okay. So then. Whoop.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
So that was
Talus,
when we tried
We're
at the
winning
same
doesn't mean
time.
you can.
All right, so
Go,
Talus, you get bumped. All right, you got a bump. It's incoming from Phil. Here we go.
Plus 10.
Sorry, I don't want it to be unfair for you guys.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I could hack Kyra's thing so she misses, so that Anastasia could look cool. It'd be kind of flirty. And then I was like, I'll just roll it. If she wants to get to miss, she'll miss on her own. RNGesus. And it was like nat 1. I was like, yep, there it is. Talus, this is tough. This is tough. This dude is just spiking this shit, making craters on your side of the beach, and your musclehead has received no formal training in sports. His father did not throw the sports ball for him, and he was too big when they were choosing people for teams. They considered him to be worth 3 people, but nobody wanted to lose 2 other players to get Bulldog on their team. So sports, he's got a lot of sports anxiety. You can see it on his face. He's real nervous about all this.
At this point, I feel like could we let a Talus like hunter's mark that ball?
I mean, it would be more anime if you guys started using your special abilities in the volleyball game.
I think
for
we should.
sure, for sure.
Oh yeah, sharpshooter that thing.
Oh yeah. I don't know how we would translate sharpshooter into a spike, because doesn't it lower your accuracy?
No,
but
no.
increases
But I
range?
think what you would do is you would give the opponent a -5 because he would be able to aim it so well, right?
Yeah, that's true. That would make sense. All right, you may bullshit one feature of your character, class, or background, and we'll make up mechanics for why it was used in volleyball. All right, play goes back over to the underdogs. Bullbug looks at the sad tally marks in the sand, and it's just like his whole life of sports. What is he thinking trying to enter the great games? He's not even going to make the preliminaries. All right, Talus, you got to serve. He hands you the ball.
You sharpshooter with.
Oh, wait. No, Anna has to serve, right? No, the
No,
person
that's
that bumped.
Talus.
Yeah, Talus to serve. All right. What ability are you going to BS into volleyball? I'm extremely curious.
Oh, we're gonna do the sharpshooter.
Okay. All right. Phil, you're going to have to do perception or insight against this. Let's see how it goes.
Alright, let me see which Phil
18.
would do.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled 3 times. I only clicked it once.
Alright, here we go.
All right.
I bump it.
Oh,
Oh, there was no penalty from the sharpshooter?
Oh wait. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah, if it's
-5,
the
right?
sharpshooter. Yeah. I miss it because he
All right.
puts it right behind me.
It did plus 10 damage to the beach. Fair enough. You guys have the ball. Now this side rotates, and then everybody rotates. Got it. I'm learning how to play imaginary volleyball. All right. Kyra looks at you guys and she's like, "You see this?" And she pats her bicep. Gonna destroy them.
you got this, Kyra.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
19.
Jesus. All right. Bullbug, he's receiving, I guess. All right. He takes a deep breath and he says, "Whoa, if we're allowed to make up stuff, I have labyrinthian recall, so I can perfectly recall the layout of the entire volleyball court. So I feel like I should have advantage to know where balls are on my volleyball court."
Sure. That sounds right.
Yeah. Also, I'm the size of the volleyball court. Oh, would the defender win? It doesn't say.
I'd say he gets it.
You'd say defender would win on a bump?
He,
Well,
yeah,
that means
like,
one of us
just
has to,
enough.
like recover. Like he bumped it in the air. We gotta,
he does
spike
like
it.
he does like the you know the like dive into the
Dive,
So now we
yeah.
can try to set it and spike it back.
Yeah. So we have to set it. Hold on. Setting.
Yeah, so now he knocks it into the air.
Yeah,
then
so
you
I'll set it.
You have to set it, and then Talus going to spike it.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
So
acrobatics.
what feature? Oh, acrobatics. All right. You're not even calling on a feature of your character sheet. Oh, yeah.
I don't really have
All right.
anything.
So as you go to set it, the
got two
difficulty is
spell
the
slots?
difference. So it was a DC 0, so you definitely did it, and that's all you needed to do, I guess.
So now Talus has to spike it, and then. we
But
can-
Talus would have advantage because a success of 5 or more results in advantage, because there's a difference between the bump and the spike, which there was no difference. So
Oh.
wouldn't the DC just be the same? Seems like really easy to do. Do you
What?
think they mean 10 plus the difference? I feel like that makes more sense.
Maybe. Or
Yeah,
like
probably.
our
I
like
feel
if
like we
he
could
rolls a
change
spike
rules.
right now, and then those two totals are what they have to beat. No.
I think the difference would make more sense. 10 plus the difference is the DC.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So in this case, it's a 10. So you got a 10, but you didn't succeed by 5 or more. So now Talus will spike the ball. Hype. All right. Talus, you with us?
Yep. How many sharpshooter shots do I get?
In the flavor of a skill challenge, I'd like to only use one BS one time for the match. So you got to come up with another reason that another feature would work to keep it spicy. All right.
Is that the 24?
Yep. I don't know why it's doing double rolls.
Well, yeah, 24 is amazing. All right, you spike that shit back at the other side. We're set. You've got to return it
All
with
right.
a perception, or not return it. You got to bump it with a perception or insight.
Step of the wind to catch
Oh.
up to
Okay,
the thing.
okay. I would say that's on par with bull bugs. So yeah, do it with advantage.
22.
22. So
No,
the
no,
difference
no.
is only. Oh yeah, 'cause you did.
okay, that
Oh
makes
no, you didn't. Yeah, no, because the bump, the DC is the opposing spike check. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you got him. You spike it past her. We're set. You hear the ghost of your your parents watching from the sidelines.
I don't know who they are.
All right. That brings us to we're set side, so everybody has to rotate again.
No, I think Bulbug has to serve, right?
Oh, I have to serve? Oh, okay. Yeah. Because we returned it successfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, get ready to get wrecked. I would like to use Reckless. I'm going to recklessly spike it as hard as I can. All right, here we go. With advantage. Oh no. He got a 15.
All right. I'm going to deflect missiles.
Oh shit. All right. We'll say that you can add the die that you're supposed to roll to the check.
Okay, so I rolled a d10. So I rolled a 6.
All right. And then roll your actual check. Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So 31. All right. So 15 minus 31. That's a significant difference.
So 16.
16. I would say it should be 20 minus the thing. Yeah, that makes more sense. So the DC is only a 4. Okay, Phil, can you do a set on a DC 4?
Yeah, so it's just dick.
Acrobatics or dexterity? If you get a 9 or higher, Kyra can try to spike with advantage, since you did it by 5 or more. Now I understand. Alright, I probably should have played through this by myself. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, she's gonna try and spike it. Here we go. It ain't great. It ain't great. So there's a 12 coming at you. Bullbug. Alright. Bullbug laughs. He doesn't even ask to use a special ability. He knows he's gonna smoke this one. Oh yeah, no problem. So he bumps it over to Anna. Anna, you've got to set it. The DC of this is the DC of this is I guess 8. So if we're minusing for 20, it would be a 12. Yeah, the DC is a 12.
Oh no.
Oh, all right. So as the ball is coming towards you, you are unable to bump it. It's
You said it too hard.
Yeah, he like hits it, and it's one of those things where it goes up like 200 feet in the air, and everybody has to wait for it to come back down. And when it does, it comes down with the alacrity that you maybe sort of flinched out of the way, and then it explodes against the beach. All right, frustrated, Bullbug rolls the ball over to you guys and moves up to the net.
All right. Rotate.
All right, we're just gonna play to 7. I think that'll be good. Oh, all right. Kyra picks up the ball and she says, "I don't have any special abilities, so I'm just going to spike the ball." Go. No, wait. Oh no. Hold on. There. Another 12. Anna, you got to bump this thing. DC 12 for your insight or perception.
More perception. Here we go.
Oh yeah, you kill it. You kill it. The DC for the set is only a 10, Talus. So dexterity or acrobatics. If you get a 15 or higher, Bullbug can try to spike with advantage. So a 12. So you said
5.
No.
I don't know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going on. It's really ticking me off. I don't know what the mouse is doing it or what.
Oh, why you keep double posting? Yeah. Unfortunately, as the ball comes to you, you go to bump it. It does not. Bullbug gets tangled up in it, gets stuck in his horns. The whole thing. All right. Kyra looks around, realizes that you guys got a point. She's pretty happy about it. Bullbug passes the ball back to you, Anastasia.
So I have to.
You-
Spike it.
Yeah, you have to do an athletics check.
Okay.
Yep. Make it a fireball. Make it a fireball.
I was thinking about
Guiding ball.
guiding bolt.
Yeah, blow them up. Blow 'em up. If they can't play, then we'll be the winners.
I don't know if I could charge the volleyball with a guiding bolt. That'd be really cool, but I don't know if that'd be really.
No, go for it.
I think
that'd
it
be
works.
cool. Yeah, go for it.
Just don't want to blow up the ball.
All right, just make a guiding bolt attack instead of your athletics check.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's max level every time. Oh no.
Okay, 17. 17's pretty good. All right. Kyra sees the ball coming. She sees it's lit with magical radiance. Her eyes go wide. She will try and figure out what the hell is going on here. Here we go. Yeah, she throws up her hands just in time and knocks it up into the air for you, Reset. Unfortunately, the difference there being 0, it is going to be a DC 20 acrobatics.
All right. Well, I'm gonna vaulting strike this one.
Oh, okay.
So I fly at it. So let me roll that.
So since you don't have your spear, you leap on the fucking net and then like leap off the net into the air to get it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
That's the anime beach episode shit that I came here for.
Yeah. Okay. Next
Oh.
episode. Battle
Oh
volleyball
no! Oh, put it on.
music. I'm playing. Hold on. I'll just turn this one.
Yeah. Even with advantage, it's 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so as it goes up, 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 up. It was just too much, and it lands sizzling in the ground. Do we need to turn one of them off?
Well, I just had it in the back. I turned it down.
Oh, okay. Got it. Alright. So, yeah, Bulbug looks at you, Anastasia, and he looks hopeful. You see hope on his face. He hasn't looked this hopeful since you guys freed him and his people from the bondage of corrupted oaths. This could happen for him. Finally.
No, Phil,
What do
they're
I have to do
catching up.
again? Is it my turn? I'm sorry, I was doing
no,
that.
Come back.
No, you did it. You did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It's alright, it's my turn.
We're moving. All right.
Alright, Talos. Good luck.
We need you to go all out.
Oh, wait! Time out! Time out! Time out! I'm a bard. I want to give Talos bardic inspiration.
You're not a bard, Bullbug!
Oh, I have an NPC sheet. It doesn't have as many abilities as you guys. I want to charge Talos if he looks like he's not gonna hit it hard. Oh, I don't know what to do. Please, Talos, win this game for me. All right. Talos, do you want to call upon any of your special abilities?
You're gonna call upon the Amazonian battle cry.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna showcase my new ability, Thunderous Shot. That applies.
That's perfect.
All right. All right. All right.
But
So
it
what?
doesn't- It swoops out at the fall.
What we'll do with that is we will use the DC of your ability that you just posted as your lowest denominator. So you can still attempt insight or perception, but we'll leave.
Here's acrobatics with advantage.
I didn't spike it yet.
But
I'm going
that'll be
to
the later
Spider-
Oh,
ability.
one side goes like it. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
We actually kind of
Alright,
cut
so-
out when you were explaining what we were gonna do.
Okay, so, sorry about that. Okay, for the spike, Talos, Amazonian battle cry, you would do yours with advantage. It'd be an athletics check with advantage. Phil, you're gonna do the insight or perception, but the lowest you can get is the DC of your Thunder Wave.
Wait, am I not spiking it?
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, is it your team's that's spiking it? Oh, okay. All right. Never mind then. Go ahead. Oh yeah, if you're spiking it, then yeah.
18.
All right, 18. So Talos, you need to do a wisdom, insight, or perception to bump this ball.
I used Anastasia Inspiration. Give it advantage.
Oh, dang! All right, you have advantage on this roll. Do you have any other abilities that would be appropriate for a perception-based save or insight-based save?
I do. Bracers
Okay.
of flood deflection.
Oh shit!
This is amazing.
Okay.
That's
Add a +5 to this roll. All right, so give us the insight or the perception. It's an advantage from Anastasia with a +5 from your bracers. I would put it at 23. All right, that's a difference of 7. 20 minus 7 is 13. All right, Bullbug, the difficulty to set this up is a 13 acrobatics. Bullbug looks at his acrobatics score, and it's actually not as bad as he thought it was going to be. All right, he's going to try to bullshit something. He says, well, I'm really big, so it's like just going to set right off my body.
Use your horns, Bulldog.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna gore it! I haven't used that yet. Does that help with you at all? With anything? Gosh. I don't know. I don't know what to tell this
He
guy.
popped the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that'd be bad for the volleyball game. He's already used Reckless. He has nothing. He has a charge. This would be his last move.
Use your racial for being able to carry more things, large size.
Yeah, I think he already cast it on large size too.
Move the entire court. No.
All right, he will use his charge, saying that he's able to get in the right place at the right time, no problem. All right, so he's gonna make this with advantage. Here we go, acrobatics. But I think he's tapped out on special abilities. No! Oh, poor Bulbug. As he goes to move into position, the DC for the set is the difference between the spike and the thing. So it's a 13. He does not make it. The ball bounces off of his head and then bounces into the woods. That's 7 points for Reset, Kyra, and Philippocles. Bulbug.
Yeah.
Like a Pokemon trainer, he has like an entire defeat animation where he looks like shook and disappointed, and then he just sort of falls over like a giant that was hit by a slingshot.
I'm just throwing Reset really high up in the air. I'm catching her.
I activate slow fall.
All right. Yeah, look it over. Kyra seems extremely happy to have won. And she like hugs her teammates, ducks under the net, goes to hug you guys. Seems pretty happy about all this. Over here, Hypatia, you know that Astreus has fallen asleep because he's already read this book about 400 times. Looking over, you see Soul has used his Justin Bieber hair as a nest and is just going to settle in there. He's sweating terribly from the heat of this baby phoenix roosting on his head. And then Skilla is laying on his incredible rock-hard abs, using them as like a sunning rock. Lorius, for his part, is just sort of watching the sunning rock and the volleyball game like this is the best day of his life.
Is he not our head cheerleader?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's cheering for both teams, but honestly, he was definitely cheering for this side more than the other side. But he tried to play impartial. And then, like a background sprite in a fucking Street Fighter stage, Philippa 3's just ran back and forth the whole time. Yeah. Huh. All right. So that was Thylea volleyball. Thanks for working out the kinks with me. I saw it and I was like, that'd be super fun for a beach episode. And then I was like, I'm sure these rules will work, even though I don't know how to play beach volleyball. All right. With that over, you guys enjoy the rest of your day at the beach. So what else do you get up to?
There's definitely a period of time where Skilla is pretending to be the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, hype.
Feels challenging everybody to races.
Ooh. When you do that, Kyra gets really excited and she goes to race you.
No, I can't race you, Auntie. If I win, I couldn't handle it.
Wait, what happens if you
I'll
win?
race.
You don't.
What happens if you win?
You vowed you'll marry the man that beats you first in a race. You've never lost.
What? Did I just say man or did I say person?
I mean, it's our family, so probably person.
Oh. Okay. Well, you saw me in that volleyball game? I'd win any race, right? I'm so fast.
Yeah, you'd win any race.
Yeah, she's not fast. She's very clumsy. Okay, so I can't race then, or I have to marry one of you if I don't win?
Yeah, you'll force us to hold back.
Even if it's just a friendly race?
I mean, they're your vows.
Oh. I probably shouldn't chance it. Okay. And she just kind of goes and sits on the sand to watch you guys race.
I'll race you, Phil.
Okay.
Anyone
Anyone else?
Too, right? And Talus.
Yeah, so mostly this would be, flavorful stuff as you prepare for the great games. You guys race, maybe practice your throwing, all the things that are detailed in this great games document that we're going to go over one last time as you prepare for what lies ahead. All All right. So I think I made something called the preliminary games. Oh no, then Extra Life happened. God damn it. Okay, so let me walk you guys through all this again. Preliminary games are the normal, non-magical stuff. So the first few days are simple, traditional games, just like the real-world Olympics. They're complete with somebody's going to run a torch all the way from the Siren's Gate, the Harp Gate, all the way to the top of Vulcan's Mountain and the center of the Great Colosseum, and then they're going to light 4 massive braziers that will stay lit during the games. So, the first few days, a lot of people think are so boring because it's like throwing stuff and running, boxing each other. You know, it's pretty cool, but every time these games come around, people get more and more jaded to the normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep getting, like they need harder shit every year. So the grand spectacles every year, they sort of diminish the entertainment value of the classic games. And there's a division in the people where some people are like, no, the old way is best. This was about like mortals and the greatness that they had. We didn't need any of that fancy magic back in my day. We ran the rock up the hill and then ran back. You know, like that was good enough for us. So there is definitely a generation gap there as well, where a lot of the older citizens think it should have stayed more traditional. So, yeah. All right. How do you do it? Each of the preliminary events is so boring that we're not going to play them because you guys literally do all these things in any combat. So it would be silly to make you do them in a formalized event. So it's a simple character audit or skill check, followed by a storytelling challenge. PCs can auto-qualify if they meet certain requirements for each event. Else, you may attempt an associated skill check to see if you would have succeeded and qualified for the grand spectacles. You must place in at least one event to qualify for the grand spectacles. Or sorry, not place, but you must qualify. Excuse me. If a PC auto qualifies and no other PCs attempt an event, that PC automatically comes in first place. Nice. If multiple PCs auto-qualify, whoever has the most qualifications wins, then second, etc. If there's a tie, you do a roll-off to see who wins. If a PC does not auto-qualify but succeeds and no other PCs auto-qualified, check the results of their skill check to see if they came in first, second, or third place. The reason that you check is because there are some medals that can be won, and if you don't want to keep the medals as prizes and proof of your glory, there are people in the Stygian row who will buy these from you for some pretty generous drachmae. 200 drachmae if you take first place in an event, 100 drachmae for second place, or 50 drachmae for third place. Not bad. So, the Tales of Victory. Anyone who auto-qualifies or successfully makes a check to qualify is allowed to describe to the group how the event went. If multiple PCs participated, the first place PC starts the story, the second place PC continues it, telephone game style. Exceptional storytelling can earn Olympic Gold. Olympic Gold is like DM Inspiration, but can only be used during the Great Games. Unlike this is before the update, but like DM Inspiration, you can have up to 3 Olympic Gold at a time. All right. So the challenges are boxing. This is going to be an athletics and strength-based thing. Also, if you have any sort of unarmed strike or natural weapon, all of those things can qualify you automatically to pass boxing. Wrestling. Training in athletics or acrobatics, strength or dexterity of a certain amount or higher. Any feat or ability related to grappling. Else, you would need to make an athletics or acrobatics check. Throwing, discus and javelin. Proficiency in martial weapons. That's literally all you need. Strength of 15 or higher. An untrained strength ranged attack roll will be needed if you want to qualify through this event. Archery is almost the same thing. Proficiency in martial weapons, or specifically proficiency in the longbow, or a certain amount of dexterity. so on and so forth. Chariot racing, proficiency in land vehicles, wisdom of 15 or higher. Those are the only 2 ways that you can auto-qualify for that. Triathlete, running, climbing, and swimming. So training in athletics, constitution-based stuff, or a very high movement speed, running, climbing, swimming, etc., those will all count towards that. And finally, jumping, training in athletics or acrobatics, strength or dexterity of a certain amount or higher, any feat or ability related to or that enhances jumping. All right, so those are the basics. Those are the basics. I'll actually post these into a journal so everybody has access to them. All right. So thinking about that, kind of write down for yourselves or remember which events you want to try to enter. Again, you have to qualify. Don't have to win, but you have to qualify for at least one of the preliminary challenges to take part in the grand spectacles. All right, let's see. Create entry. Preliminary games. Spelling hard. So hard.
It is difficult.
I think about what a bad student I was and how I was like, that's future me's problem. And now future me is like, yep, it is. Thank you. All right, so I'll share this out with you guys.
At least you can speak well. Like for somebody who can't speak, who can't
Yeah.
speak well and can't spell.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. All right, preliminary games should show up in your journal tab right about now. So you guys have that information to go over. All right. Oh, let's see. What else we got here?
Yeah, so like I can participate in like all of these, but like so Phil's like he's got this like mentality and like he's like telling everyone like we need to like show Mitros in the world like everything we can do. So we all need to go out there and we all need to be spectacular. So like what Phil's gonna do is he's just gonna participate in all the events that other people don't want to participate in.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. I will mention as well that you don't have to qualify through any of these events to serve as a mystical coach. Mystic coaches. The adventure and these adapted rules mention mystic coaches who will bolster athletes, champions with spells. All right. So, basically, you register that, like, with a team or with an athlete, that you're going to be there to bolster, support, heal, and repair your champion, essentially. It ain't pretty, but somebody's got to do it. You got to be there with, like, the hoodie, with the pockets, you know what I'm saying? And, like, the water bottle. You got to make sure that there's not a lot of blood, you know? Like, you got blood control. It's real important. You got to say stuff like, yeah, you could do it, champ, and things like that. So it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job, but it is available. So also, you should probably be a spellcaster because, yeah.
but I thought I was perfect.
Yeah. I could just see like a normal rogue being like, I got skills. I'm sure it'll be enough. And then they see the Grand Spectacle events. They're like, I am not qualified for this job. This is definitely, yeah. Whoops. All right. So we talked about the events last week, but I'll refresh your memory. So there is the leaping spires, which is a event of essentially capturing flags, bringing them to a new location, while jumping from boulder to boulder. So it deals heavily with athletics and acrobatics. There is some combat aspects to it because there are going to be monsters in the sand that will be trying to kill you. All right. There is also, let's see. Oh, right. Eye of the Storm and Sunken Souls. So Sunken Souls is you are diving, so it's a diving competition. You're swimming as deep as you can in the pool, retrieving stuff like treasure and bringing it up to the surface without being waylaid or killed by the monsters swimming around in the pool. So yeah, this event's dedicated to Lutheria. So if you do a good job, I mean, to make her really happy, maybe. All right, Eye of the Storm. You guys are playing laser tag inside a tornado. So you're going to want to be strong. You're going to want to be good with a bow. Much as we did during the volleyball game, you will be able to skill challenge style, try to leverage abilities towards certain things as appropriate. But much like a skill challenge, you can't lean on the same thing more than once. All right. Let's see. There is also Vulcan's Anvil, which is basically a survival match against increasingly more deadly opponents. You're just fighting monsters in waves, essentially. Because, you know, you're like the metal, and you're being tempered against the anvil. That's why it's Vulcan's... Anyways. Then there's the Whirlpool Arena, where you will have tiny little boats, and you will sail around in your tiny boats, trying to sink the other tiny boats.
Oh, God.
That event obviously would favor anybody with water vehicles. Beyond that, it's really just whatever shenanigans you could bring to the event. All right, Pythor's Tower is a climbing-based event and a shoving event. You are basically playing King of the Hill on a small platform that you have to climb up to get. So it's a little mean. It's a little mean-spirited. So, yeah. There's the Trial of Endurance, and that's where you run a gauntlet of deadly traps and obstacles, testing every part of your being. So it's like the full Renaissance man. It's like a triathlon, but for all of the D&D stats, essentially. There is also the Battle of 100 Hands, which is a battle royale with 50 combatants. And then, of course, there is the Kyra Kart racing, wherein you race chariots around in a big circle. And there is the Royal Labyrinth, I believe it's called. Let me double check. Yep, the Royal Labyrinth, where you have to navigate a maze and find the things in the maze and bring them to a part of the maze before the other people in the maze do that. All right. Most of the events are team-based. Do you want me to flag which ones are team-based and which ones are for individuals?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, right. Okay. It's easier to put the ones that are not team-based. Okay. All right, and I'll share this out with you guys too. Hold on. Everybody should be... There we go. All right, so lay it out for me. How are you guys going to divvy this stuff up? I mean, you can compete in as many events as you want. Like, that's totally cool too.
Well, the one I would like to do solo by Thirst Tower.
Well, I mean, even if you guys compete in the same event, I mean, that's still really cool because, like, then you can, you know, it's like friendly PvP essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But for now, I'm mostly asking about the preliminaries. Like, how are you guys signing up for that? Like, I guess just type into chat which ones you want to participate in. I do
No
a poll.
joke. I think I would technically qualify for boxing.
Nice. Because you have your snakes.
Because
Yeah.
I have my snakes, but no, I'm not.
Are you
gonna
sure?
do that.
I mean, that'd be pretty
I'm
hype.
pretty sure. It
Ah.
would be
Snake has a
really funny
boxing
to
glove.
see.
Yeah.
Where like I'm
boxing
just
helmet glove?
standing there, but the snakes are punching people.
That would be amazing.
It would be
Please,
amazing. But
please do it. Please. Like,
no.
because having you for the team-based events would be huge. Because the mystical coaches are very limited in how they can assist. There's a lot of rules for each of the events on how magic can be used.
But like, I would probably be a liability for a lot of that stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
All right.
I wanted to
Yeah.
share the visual of snakes boxing.
Mystical coach it is.
Wait, so we don't have to.
If you're a mystical coach, you don't have to compete. You basically are the trainer. You're taking care of your athletes. You give them buffs before events. That sort of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel like almost half of these it's cheating to have wings, but obviously I wouldn't use my wings. But
Oh,
I feel
there are
like
a
even
lot.
Then that would be.
Yeah.
I
Most
feel like-
most of them actually have rules about how high you can fly, if you can fly at all, things like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's also probably a sticking to. They don't. It's like his wings. That's unfair.
A little bit, maybe a little bit.
I don't know. So you need to hit all these bullet points to be able to compete.
No, you need one. If you have one of them, you automatically qualify.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta understand, you guys are heroes. You want me to read off a commoner stats to you real quick, so you guys can feel better about your lives? Here. A commoner has literally a 10 in every stat. Yeah, so for them, like there's no way they could qualify with the 15. They'd actually have to try really hard and hope that they did well enough to qualify. Yeah, that's why, you guys would just again, this is normal sports stuff, like throwing a javelin, which is something you guys all, a bunch of you already know how to do. That's why they invented the grand spectacles, because as more and more people had the blood of gods and special abilities and all sorts of stuff, it became kind of like boring, to watch the preliminary or the regular games. So they started to come up with more and more crazy stuff to do. But I'm here to answer any questions you might have as I start moving your miniatures over to the Coliseum.
Mhm.
A question that you might have is where or how many events per day of the grand spectacles take place, which is a good question.
Yeah, I do have that was one thing I was thinking.
Yeah.
For, the grand spectacles, they're dangerous and they take damage. Is there gonna be rest periods between each of the events?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're gonna be held 2 per day, essentially. With the last day being the Battle of the 100 Hands. The Battle of the 100 Hands and Kyber Kart Racing is the last day, because there's 8 events. So. All right. So yeah, you could get pretty janked up in the first thing, and if you don't have a Mystic Coach to boost you back up, or you used up all of your long rest abilities, the next event might be more difficult, essentially. So you do have to plan around that. You're not going to not every event is going to be fresh, essentially. All right. This music is too chill. We're going to switch back to some other music. Not that I don't want chill music, but I'm feeling sad because it's almost winter. We're not at the beach, so. All right.
So we're just writing down the prelim games we're doing now, right?
I mean, if it's easier, I could just say, okay, this preliminary game, and then you guys just jump into the time. If you just want to kind of play it by ear. But it sounded like you wanted to be a bit more thoughtful about it. So I was asking if you guys wanted to shout out ones that you were particularly interested in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. We can just do whatever.
I think it'll be easier if you just read them out and then we just called it.
Sure. Okay. All right. So let me see. I need some good Coliseum music, but not
I just
like
want to make sure we're like hitting every event. That's my main
will.
focus.
We will.
Yep. And then like if there's events that like are particular to my character that I know he would enter, I'll do those too.
Yeah, just enter the ones you think you will enter, and I'm 100% certain we will hit every event.
I mean, I could literally just say all of them. I like qualify for all of them. It's
so it doesn't even matter.
I feel the exact opposite of when the other games happened. Like,
oh, the nerd games.
Yeah, the nerd games.
All right. So, let me send you guys over to the Coliseum.
We're all like down to be like same team on like the team games.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we should like have our name be something like Strength of the Five or like something propaganda-y like that.
Mm-hmm.
The Chosen of the Oracle. The Chosen.
Now, there are hundreds of people here, but I made a promise that I would not break everybody's games. So there are representations of, crowds. There are important NPCs, and there are definitely competitors who stand out to you as being exceptional. You see your friend Folon there. And he looks over at you guys, and he gives you a big smile.
I wave at him and nod.
You see your brother, Callistor. And he looks over, and he gives you a bro nod. A literal bro nod.
I respond with a literal bro nod.
Reset, you see Makalia. She looks over at you. She gives you a grim look that says, now is my chance to end you.
Excuse me?
She and Hatria of Themis, I don't know why I put Themos, because I think it's Themis, but I've been pretty tired this last week. There we go. These are the first two Amazons to ever compete in the Great Games.
Oh, that's not an Amazon right there.
Oh, no. This is Lena of Philippocles. She has denounced her citizenship to wherever she came from. She only comes from and for you, Philippocles. She is your greatest fan. Her back is an entire work of art, nearly photorealistic tattoo of Philippocles fighting the Hydra.
Hopefully she's one of those like fans that's really shy that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, sure.
She certainly looks like it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. There's enough people in the crowd that she's not able to reach.
I need to update my triggers.
All right, just send me a private message. We'll get it worked out.
I'm kidding.
So if you want, I could give you a quick who's who of these more notable people. These are the people that you guys would have heard about as citizens of the world and would have known a bit more about. Obviously, Crusher the Bear, one of the finest competitors. He is not an awakened bear. He is not a druid who is wild-shaped. He is a normal bear. But for some reason, his understanding of athletics is phenomenal. Scholars have tried to study him, but in the end, he's just a bear who's really good at sports. He's also an alcoholic. All right. You also see Bullbug, Mitros' most lovable minotaur. Apparently, there's a fan club for Bullbug, and when he walks in, there's a lot of screaming and throwing of fried dough.
He's so loved, he's there twice.
Yeah. Is he really? Oh, shit. He is. He looks over bashfully. Well, I came to do some training ahead of time. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, there is also Egan. Egan is representing Astoria. He is an older competitor with more than a dozen games under his widening belt. There's Egan of Astoria. It's getting on in the years, still kicking that ass though. Then there is Falana. She is a half-nymph bard who hails from Astoria, though she travels the northern heartlands, going on amazing adventures and coming up with catchy music. Some say, in whispered tones, that she's twice the bard Kira is. Then there is Hatria of Themis. Here we go. She is accompanied by her collectible Stemfey. There he is. Looking so cute. Let's see. She is aloof and is being treated very coldly by the other competitors. That's good to know, I guess. Then there is Leyland. Leyland is a Triton, and he is considered the peak athlete this year. He is the a favorite of the people of Mitros, even though he is a Triton. He is one of Acasus's good friends, and they are in like a cigar club together. So, then there is Horges. Hold on. How would you say this in Greek? Let's see. Jorgus. Okay. So Jorgus is the champion of Sidon, representing Praxis. And he
Looks
doesn't
like
take.
a douche.
He does, right? He doesn't take the helmet off either. He doesn't take the helmet off.
Do you get penalized for accidental murder in the games?
Well, I mean, it's the ancient Greek theme, so I guess if you were able to bamboozle your way out of it, everybody would respect you. So, because they wouldn't know any better. Then there is Pancras. Where's Pancras at? Pancras, where are you? Did I not pull you out? Oh, okay. Here you are. So Pancras is a nymph, and he is from the distant northern steppes, even further north than the Heartlands. He is viewed with incredible curiosity and a little bit of interest from most of the other competitors. And then there is another hometown crowd favorite, Spyra. Spyra is an underdog who suffered an injury 5 years ago and has only now recuperated enough to participate. The crowd loves her. And if something bad happened to her during the games, the spirit of Mitros would be crushed. That's kind of foreboding. Let's see. Oh, there is Sai, one of the most competent monks of all Eregia. And he is the captain of the Eresian team this year. And I think we covered all the major movers and shakers. Okay.
Can we talk about this guy?
Oh, this guy? Priam, who is also from Scorpion Island, but does not have a rider, because that's for wimps. He has come here to compete and show everybody the strength of his people and of himself. Yeah. He's kind of rough around the edges. He's kind of an asshole. I'll be honest. He's kind of an asshole. All right. So, starting off the preliminary events here, the torches were lit. It was a beautiful scene. Did any of you volunteer yourselves or someone else in the party to deliver the sacred flame? Otherwise, they would have just picked a commoner through like a lotto system, essentially.
I feel like it's on brand for Anastasia.
Yeah.
It's pretty on brand for Anastasia. Yeah. If you float that past the queen, she'll definitely make it happen.
I think Anna should do it.
But it's supposed to be like ran, right?
Well, I mean, if they don't have some really special person to do it, then they would just let, they would do like a lotto for the commoners kind of thing. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do it.
all right, then describe to us your flight with the torch from the Harp Bridge to the top of the mountain, and how you opened up this year's Great Games.
I feel like I'm definitely not flying very high, because actually
Okay.
my walking speed is the same as my flying speed. I'll just kind of fly low and slow
Mhm.
through the city, waving at people. I don't really remember the layout of the city too well.
Oh, do you want me to move to the map, or I mean,
I don't think I just
yeah, just,
I mean,
just
you can.
describe, yeah,
we're
just describe
playing Foundry. You can on the top. You can click Mitros.
Oh, that's
it.
right.
Yeah, you could go over to Mitros to check it out and describe it to us.
All right, so the Harp Bridge. We're flying down this curvy path, past the Great Gardens, Confiscate the Great Agora, towards the House of Alice. Yeah, if there's a set path, I follow it, and I just fly low. I'm smiling. Where do I need to end up? Mount Vulcan?
Oh.
Is that where the torches are?
Yes.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. So you bring everybody. You bring the torch over to Mount Vulcan. In the Colosseum, how do you light everything? There are 4 great braziers that must be lit.
Any magic? Oh gosh. That's, Flaming Sphere, yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll hold the torch up, and then from the torch we'll pour Flaming Sphere. For one of them, I'll fly over to another one. I'll fly close enough where I can have Soul appear in one of them and light it.
Hype. Okay.
Yeah, and then the normal one, I guess I'll just toss it in.
Okay. Sounds good. The people cheer, knowing that the Great Games have opened.
Maybe
Everyone looks. Oh, yeah.
Maybe there are a few sirens that are flying with me.
Oh, hype. Hype
different
singing.
colors,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That would look
I'm
really
down.
cool.
All right.
Okay.
Is fantastic. Fantastic. Go ahead and take Olympic gold. All right.
That's a different name, so it's not the same as regular inspiration.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, seeing you and your sirens looking dope, Icarus doesn't want to be left out. So he takes his light spell wand out and he casts light on himself, and he fans himself in his wings, and everybody oohs and ahs at this beautiful, full-grown, totally an adult, not a baby trapped in an adult's body, big boy for reals, the biggest boy in the whole world, and he's the best dragon. And he like flexes his muscles. He's very, very proud of himself. He sees you, and he stops for just a moment, and then he just keeps flexing. All right. Tearing himself free from the grip of Bella, the royal thoughts, King Agastus wheels forward. The greatest king of Thylea, first among the Dragonlords, handsome, strong, and wise. He pulls forth his bracer of thaumaturgy, and he announces to the crowd, "People of Thylea, some have traveled far, some have traveled farther still. Yet here you are in Mitros, the greatest city in the world!" And as he says that, everybody turns and looks at the Eresian section, but the Eresians look aloof, like they couldn't hear what he was saying.
Did he say something?
Our great games are a testament to the strength and might of our people. And in recent years, they are proof of our acceptance and love of our many neighbors. For the games are open to all who live in the world of Thylea. Let all come and compete and show their skill and honor and prowess. There will be 2 different types of games. The first are the preliminary games, where every man, woman, and child is encouraged to come and show the skill, the fitness, the physique that the gods have seen fit to bless them with. Showcase before all, and perhaps qualify for something even greater. Yes, I speak of the grand spectacles. 8 deadly events spanning 4 days, honoring the great gods. I'm excited to see what's in store, and I hope you are as well. So as your king, the greatest king of Thylea, the first among Dragonlords, handsome, strong, and wise, I am proud to usher in this year's great games. And everybody, they start cheering, they're shaking each other. The stone stands are making a thunderous sound as they pound their feet. They're into this stuff. They're into it. All right, Bullbug, he looks like kind of nervous, but he also looks like kind of happy. And he says to you guys, This is the first great games that they didn't start off by sacrificing a minotaur.
Progress.
Woohoo!
Thank you very much for what you have done. All right. You see Crusher making a get on with the gesture as he drinks from his wine flask, and they begin to set up registration for the preliminary events. A little bit more sleep. I'm coming for you, baby. Coming for you. Maybe. Probably not. All right. So, first up, is anyone competing in boxing? Hypatia, this is your last chance.
I could never match Rosette.
It's not about winning, Kyra tells you. It's about surprising people.
Yeah,
no.
sure, I'll go. If
I
Phil,
mean,
I can.
Phil,
I will
we can go
box.
together. Yeah.
But I don't want to pressure you to do anything you want, and I don't want you to do it in my stead, even though I wanted to compete and they wouldn't let me compete because they said I'm a god and that would be cheating. So I just have to watch. They wouldn't even let me be a mystic coach. I think it's become messed up. But apparently my brother, Peter, or whatever his name is, he kept, for years, he kept wearing disguises so that he could compete. And then it would disrupt the whole thing when they finally figured out it was him, because he would sweep the events. And then one year they had to do a complete do-over, and it was just a mess for the travel industry. The economy was in shambles. Yeah. They tried to make him a war criminal against Mitros for destabilizing the economy. I don't know.
Sounds like a cast.
Yeah. So, I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. So, do what must be done, I guess. Alright. Lorius is going to compete in the boxing. He's going to qualify automatically because he has a ram attack. He just knocks his dude out with a 5.
Does he? I mean, commoner.
Well, I didn't have to roll. I just rolled because I thought it'd be fun. Whatever. I'm in. So he is qualified for boxing. All right. Anyone else for boxing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
us too.
I
Here.
think me and
All right.
said it. Box.
Okay. I think the best way I could do it is, yes, this is how I'll do it. I'll just make a section for each thing so I'll remember who's in which thing. Yeah, good idea. All right. Okay, so boxing will be over here. You guys can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's not like invisible or anything? Okay, cool. All right, and then did anybody try to do boxing that doesn't automatically qualify for boxing? No? Okay. Bullbug definitely wants to qualify for boxing. He sees that Lorius signed up. Oh, yeah, he gonna let that shit fly. Talus, you down for boxing or no?
No, I'll sit this one out.
Okay. Next up is wrestling. All right, so I'll put wrestling right here. Just drag a miniature out, so clone yourself if you want to do wrestling.
Phil, let's just do all the ones that you can do.
All right,
Just win everything. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll go in too.
Yeah, I think wrestling and the other triathlon is that you compete in.
I mean, you can compete in any of them. You just have to make a check to qualify.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, if you wanted to do boxing, but you don't have training athletics, you don't have strength of 15, and you don't have a natural weapon, you could just try to do a strength melee attack roll against AC 12, and if you hit, you qualified. Again, commoners, 10 in every stat. Obviously, from their background, they get two skills, a language, and a tool. So it's still not much to write home about. All right. Also, if you don't care about the medals, you can make a lot of money. Just say it. All right.
That's true.
Yeah. That's true, Hypatia. Make a lot of money. Pay for a lot of books.
Not gonna lie, I had that thought. It had crossed my
look at the
mind.
people. Look at the people competing. Do you
Oh my
really
God.
think you're going to get any money from us?
I'm gonna give
If
my
you don't get
medals
it
to
yourself.
commoners that are fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my money on 20 squares.
All right, so we got triathlete down here, and then we got jumping. Yeah, I looked it up, and I was like, jumping, huh? That's what you did back in ancient Greece? You jumped? But then, apparently, we still do it thousands of years later, so... All right. So, with that established, gosh, you know what? Any event that you compete in, Phil, Bullbug's gonna have to compete in. So, hold on. There we go. All right. Don't worry about these guys. They come into play more in the Grand Spectacles game, but I'll tap them as needed if you guys don't auto-qualify or beat each other, essentially. All right. Kyra wants to know if you wanted to hang out with that blue guy, Hypatia, because that blue guy sent a messenger that you were invited to go sit with him.
I mean, is a mystical coach needed during these things?
Oh, no, it's not allowed. Zero magic.
Okay.
In fact, everyone has to wear these bracers that will glow if magic is used on you or if you use any magic.
Okay, yeah, then I would not stay. I
Okay.
would go watch.
All right. I think I got to drag you over there because they got a bounding box to keep you all locked into the arena.
I think Astreus wanted to compete.
Does anybody remember which events he wanted to compete in?
He wrote it down.
Well, he won't be able to win any because he's zaps, but if he wants to, retroactively qualify for an event, that's totally cool.
He won't
Yeah.
be able to win any.
Oh, really?
Hilarious.
Oh,
Oh, all right. I guess we'll have to try hard for him. Okay, so let's just enter him in every single one. That'll increase his chances of qualifying. And he'll bullshit it as, Well, I serve all 5 gods, you see, and each god is very different, so I do honor to each of the 5 gods by competing in each of the events. Alright, makes sense to me. Alright, boxing time. Alright, let's see who wins this shit. Placing in events. If a PC auto-qualified and no other PC attempts an event, that PC automatically comes in first place. If multiple PCs auto-qualify, whoever has the most qualifications is first, then second, then third. If there's a tie, they must roll off on the associated skill challenge. Alright, for boxing, we've got Astraeus, Bulbug and Lorius don't count. We got Astraeus, Reset, and Philippocles. Alright. Philippocles, Reset, and Astraeus, do you have training in athletics?
I have training.
And Astraeus, with a swarmy tone in his Canadian voice, says, I do. So, CEO qualifies. All right, do you have a 15 or higher strength?
I do.
Nope.
Yeah, Astraeus adjusts his heavy armor and he says, I do. Oh, shit. Okay. Reset, are you out at that point?
I won't be first, yeah.
Okay.
I only have one thing.
All right, any sort of unarmed strike or natural weapon?
I don't.
I do.
Okay. Oh, so it's a 3-way tie. All right. This is going to come down to an untrained strength melee attack roll against AC 12. So you're just making a strength check against the DC of 12. Not a
It would just be
save,
Phil
but a check.
And Astraeus, then.
Wouldn't you qualify? Because you have 2.
I only have
you have 2 of the
one.
3. You don't have training in athletics?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. So it's just between Phil and Astraeus. All right, here he goes, Phil. He's gonna roll it. This is untrained. Here we go. Oh no. All right. It was close. He surprised you. He got in a few really strong hits there. But in the end, you punched. Well, you tell me, because you're supposed to narrate since you won it.
Yeah, it comes down to me and Astraeus in the boxing ring. I look at him like, do you want me to go easy on you? And he nods. And I'm like, okay. So I let him get a couple good ones in. I let him get a couple good ones. I'm narrating it, okay? I let him get a couple good hits in, and then I just knock him out.
Damn.
One quick punch.
Damn. All right. Astraeus has to telephone game it over. So let me see if I can channel him real quick. So yes, Phil did ask that, and Astraeus did say yes, but he did it because he knew that the overarching plan was to entertain the crowd and bring attention to the chosen of the Oracle, and he knew that that would make for a good show. He also knew that the public expectation was that Philippocles, son of Pythor, would win, and Pythor is one of his 5 gods, and he knows how important it is to Pythor that Phil wins, so he happily takes second place.
That's good.
Yeah, all right. And then third is Reset. All right. So you can either keep medals or cash them in. So eventually those medals will become more valuable, of course, as your fame increases. So something to
So is
think
it
about.
just is it gold, silver, bronze, or is it different?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so I'll just add that in my inventory.
Yeah, I think I actually have a thing about what the metals are made out of, because they do metals differently in this setting. Let's see.
Yeah, because they use
Yeah, I thought
bronze.
would be
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So they're all made of bronze. They are what is the word I'm looking for? Embellished in no, not encoded. Inscripted.
Embossed?
Embossed. Thank you. They are embossed with an additional precious metal. And amongst those precious metals are gold, silver,
I
and
see.
copper.
Mostly
Yep.
bronze
Right.
inlays,
Yeah,
like
they
gold.
they wouldn't use they wouldn't use such worthless metals, but for something so valuable. But there is a tradition amongst the Dragonlords where they came from that gold had the higher value, silver, and so this sort of honors that as well. There we go. All right, that brings us to wrestling. All right, who do we got for wrestling? There's a different reset in each event. Come on, Phil. Where's my alternate art for each event?
I just noticed that.
I grade on a
That's
bell
OG
curve here.
reset.
I
That's OG
feel
reset.
I feel like I'm getting judged for not having multiple forms.
No. When you have perfect art, you don't need more art. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
reset, you can stop getting art because the latest one was phenomenal. So
It was 10 out of 10. Screenshotted on my desktop.
yeah. Phone wallpaper. Yeah, working on my own back tattoo. I asked Lena where she got hers done. So, all right. Talus, Philippocles, and Astraeus, do you have training in, and Resets? Oh, all four of you. Do you have training in athletics or acrobatics or both?
Yes.
Because if you have both, we'll count that as 2 on a tie.
I just
Just
have
one.
athletics.
Okay. Talus, do you have both or
Only athletic.
only athletics? Okay, so that's 1 for everybody across the board. Strength or dex, 15 or higher.
I do.
15.
16.
Okay. So is that just 1 for each of you, or do one of you have 15 or higher in both?
Don't.
Just
No?
one.
Okay, fair enough. Ooh, it's a tie all the way across. Any feat or ability related to grappling?
I have abilities related to grappling.
That's fair. Okay. Astraeus says that he helps people grapple with theological problems.
If you give him that,
He has nothing of the sort since he can't use magic or anything like that.
yeah. I don't think any of my feats count as grappling. So
Okay. Yeah. If it involves actual casting of spells, it can't qualify. Talis, do you have anything?
I can raise my AC, but I don't know if that counts.
No, not with grappling. All right. So that would mean Philippocles, you would take first. Reset, Talus, and Astraeus would have to roll off for second and third. So the highest and the second highest. This is just going to be an athletics or acrobatics check. Astraeus gets disqualified for trying to cast guidance on himself.
I knew he would do that.
Holy shit! You were hungry. All right. Talus takes second place, and Astraeus takes third place. Okay. All right. If somebody else were to type these results in the chat, it would go faster because I'm the slowest typer in the whole world. Could somebody type in the results? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Phil, Talus, Astraeus for wrestling. All right, let's move on to throwing and discus. While we move on to that, Hypatia, you up to anything up there in the box? You have to listen to the king and his girlfriend as they talk shit about everybody down in the pit, occasionally saying nice things about certain athletes that are performing well. You see that your friend, the queen, is doing her best to look engaged in what's going on, but she also looks kind of sad, like she's looking back in time to the great nerd games, remembering, how nice that was. And I guess Macaulay would be down there competing, so there we go.
No, just lots of mental math, which is for Zen place.
Okay, fair. All right. Your boy Chandras, he does talk to you about how he was very sought after this year to be a coach, and he eventually was swayed to offer up his services. but he is pretty tight-lipped about which team he will be working for. All right. Back down here, we got throwing and discus. All right. Looks like Estrella signed up for every event. Damn. All right. So Talus
signed him up for the event.
oh, now that he's qualified, we could probably stop having him compete, right?
I mean, it's whatever. He could compete. I don't know if he would. I don't think he would want to, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah. All right, we'll take him out for throwing. He definitely would be in throwing. All right, Phil and Talus for throwing. Proficiency in martial weapons, check. Strength 15 or higher, check. All right, it just comes down to this: untrained strength. Range attack roll. Oh, never mind. All right. For that one, then it goes to Phil for first place, Talus for second place.
Does Bullbug get third?
I mean, I would like to have third, if that's okay, announcer lady. Could you put me down for third?
Yeah, I'll put him down.
Fuck yeah! Okay. All right. That brings us over to archery. All right. Same deal. Proficiency in martial weapons or proficiency in the longbow. It has to be the entire category of martial weapons, not just some martial weapons. Is that all three of you?
I have all of them.
No, I don't have martial weapons.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Dexterity of 15 or higher.
Yes.
I do not.
All right. Talus, you would take first, and then it would pass to Reset and Philippocles for a roll-off. This is an untrained dex, ranged attack roll against AC 12. So
but can I argue I can do it with strength because my...
If they let you use your special bow, but everybody's using this regular... You'd be breaking a regular bow?
If that were the case, I would be throwing with discus, or with the chakram instead of normal throwing.
Right, yeah.
For that.
Yeah, these are all like the most basic caveman, old school, commoners have a chance games. Once we get into the grand spectacle, that's where all bets are off.
Okay.
All right,
then I'll try a basic bow.
All right. Yeah, you just pull back, and you're so used to using the centaur bow that you just keep breaking it, which may or may not add to your frustration. And then when the officials kind of snootily tell you that you'll use the bows that are provided, and you should stop breaking them, son of Pythor. Try to be more like your brother over there. And you look over at the 50 or so other dudes that he pointed to, and you see that some of them are breaking their bows also. So it's not just you. It's not just you. All right. In that event, then, it would go to Talus, then Reset, and then Philippocles. All right. Over here in Chariot. Proficiency in land vehicles.
Got it.
Yes.
Oh, dang. All right. Wisdom of 15 or higher.
Yes.
Don't got it.
Oh, dang. All right. Wisdom of 15 or higher. So, Reset, you have the 1, but vehicles counts for 3 for this one. So, it's going to come down to Phil and Talus.
Well, I have wisdom too on top of it.
Oh, you have the 15 wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you have the 15 wisdom, then you take first place, and then second place goes...
14 wisdom.
14 wisdom.
14 wisdom. So.
Okay, then you guys need to do a roll-off. This is just going to be a straight wisdom check.
Alright, double rolled again.
Oh, wow. That's close. That's close. Oh, my God. All right. In the end, Talus, you take first for Chariot. Philippocles second. And Reset third. All right. Down here at jumping, it just looks like Philippocles and Reset. So, let's check the qualifications here. Training in athletics or acrobatics.
Got it.
All right.
Yep.
1 for each of you. All right. Training in strength or dexterity. 1 for each of you.
1. Yep.
All right. Any feat or ability that is related to or enhances jumping.
I've got a
Yep.
Oh, what's your feat?
It's athlete.
Okay. And Reset, you have the monk ability.
Yeah, the
Vaulting
jump.
strike?
Step of
Isn't
the
that
wind.
jumping?
Ooh, vaulting strike
Oh,
is also jumping.
Would that be 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a bad example. But let's see. I feel like they both kind of go hand in hand.
Oh yeah, doubles
you-
your jump.
Yeah, because you have Step of the Clouds too, right? Or is this instead of Step of the Clouds?
Yes, this is Step of the Wind, which doubles. And
Uh-huh.
then Vaulting Strike gives me like a plus 15 feet. I also have monk movement, if that counts. But
Well,
I
he's
don't
got
think that'd be
barbarian
separate.
I think he
movement.
moves
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But she can bonus action. I mean, she could have it.
I think it would count as 2. Yeah, because it's 2 different parts of the action economy. All right. In this case, Reset, you take first to jumping. Philippines, you take second to jumping. Bullbug does that. I think qualify third place for jumping. So we'll say Leyland took third place for jumping. Good for you, Leyland. Crowd favorite. Everybody loves him. Friends with the king. All right. Finally, the last event, the triathlon. All right. This is a running, climbing, and swimming event. If you have training in athletics, that is a point. If you have a constitution of 15 or higher, that is a point.
it.
Yep.
Oh, Anastasia, nice. Okay.
Well, that's the point. I have the magical amulet. Does that count as juicing? I don't know. So I have other bullshits too.
Okay.
I was gonna say, as a mail carrier, I'm used to traveling great distances without stopping.
Okay.
I'm used to going to different points, like this race thing that's going on here.
Well, if we're gonna go that, then I'm gonna argue my construct resilience. I don't breathe, sleep.
All right, I bonus action rage. Okay.
Technically, that is all okay because none of those are magical per se. All right. Who has a natural land speed above 30?
Above
I do.
30? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
I do.
Does
I
it
do.
help if I have 45 normally?
Yeah, we're asking if it's above 30. That's all. We're not caring how high above 30, just if it's above 30.
I'm missing on that one. So.
All right. So, let's see. Talus, we're gonna sub in. We'll actually double your Constitution one because you do bring up a good point that you are a robot. So Vulcan argues hard that Talus is definitely should be allowed to compete first and foremost. And then anytime people try to talk bad about you, he tries to make them feel bad because you're the first robot that's ever competed in the Great Games. So
probably
yeah.
doesn't count, but there's swimming is a part of this too, right?
It is, yeah.
Sirens are naturally adapted to the water, although we don't get a swimming speed. I can't hold my breath for an hour. Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
There's a lot of factors at play here for the triathlete one.
I think does an athlete also involve swimming?
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh man, so many good qualifiers here. I think in the end, we'll have RNGesus decide for everybody. Okay. So, because there's so much bullshit flying around for this, you're gonna make 3 skill checks. You're gonna make athletics, and then you're gonna bullshit the other 2. And then we're gonna add the totals together. That seems like it makes the most sense.
Constitution check?
Oh yeah, we'll do an athletics, a constitution check, and then a bullshit check for the third one. All right. To show you how it's done, Bullbug will do it. All right. So first you do an athletics check like this, and then you do a constitution saving throw like this, and then you say that you're always keeping a lookout for opportunities to get ahead, and you get to roll perception. And I'm pretty sure I just won this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Damn, boy. Holy shit. Okay.
Alright, so do we want to do like a round robin? One at a time?
Yeah. So we'll have we'll go clockwise from Bullbug. So Astreus will go. He will roll his athletics. He will roll his constitution. And then he will also use his perception because it seemed like a really good idea. And he's got a high number for it. Holy shit! What the fuck is going on with this thing? Okay, Anastasia, your turn.
I think I'm even though this is the only one I wanted to try.
Well, you qualify for the Grand Spectacle already. Like,
Okay.
yeah, there wouldn't be enough people for the 100-handed battle if they only took the top 3 from each event.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just right
there would
now.
only be 3 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So athletics.
6 hands.
Untrained. Nothing. No bonus.
All right.
And a con save. So I'm hoping. Oh no. I was good at. All right, and then
Okay.
my bullshit one will be. I guess I'll just do perception too. So that'd be the.
All right.
Oh, unless I could do performance. And then
I mean,
I
you
ch-
are
I
a
ch-
competitor. You are a
I
competitor.
cheer on the
Yeah.
crowd and they cheer back for me, and that gives me the.
That energy.
The
Yeah, I'm
push
feeling
forward,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
All
Do
right,
it.
So I'll do performance. Oh no, it's terrible.
Isn't that with advantage because you're a siren, or is that not a thing?
If I'm using my voice. So yeah, I'll take it.
All right. Woof. So right now we've locked in a 59, a 63, and a 61. This is insane. On 3 skill checks, those are high numbers. Phil, to you.
They still fail me now. Athletics. Do I get the range?
I feel like if we let Anastasia use her magic voice,
don't-
yeah, you don't even need it. You don't even need
All
it.
right.
All right.
Con save. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I do have better skills I can pick, but I have to use it because I have it and I
All
gave it up. So I'm gonna do animal handling as I'm running the triathlon. I look to the birds to show me the way. As I swim through the water, I look to the fish and I grab onto them and I channel their inner energy.
Aww.
Like,
Okay.
if I'd known there were fish, I would have had the fish and the bird sabotage them.
They wouldn't sabotage me. They like me. I'm one with them.
So the fish tell you the wrong directions. Later, they are seen in a shadowy inlet receiving extra bread rations from some sirens. You're not sure what all that's about. Kyra turns to you, Hypatia, and she's like, "Why is my nephew talking to the fish?"
It's really important to him. He really likes animals.
All right, you can see her making a mental note. All right. Then, wow, these are still some big numbers. Reset. Bring it.
And I'm going to use Insight to find the best times to sprint and the best times to save stamina.
All right. All right. And finally, Talus. Oof. All right. Then your con save. Oh, dang. Okay. And then, what is the third one?
We use survival.
Oh, okay.
Trying to survive this craziness. Oh, first one, sorry.
All right.
Oh, good.
So, in the end, as strange as this is to say, the guy who is not here right now, Astreus, has won the triathlon, followed by Anastasia in second place, and then tied for third is Bullbug and Philippocles. You had a
That's
50,
awesome.
59, right? Yeah, you both had a 59?
They're both at the final leg, like bumping shoulders.
Oh, man.
38, 44. Damn it, 15.
Yeah. All right, so the two of you.
The reason we lost because me and Bulldog were right next to each other the whole time, and we're doing that arm thing where we're trying to like hold each other back.
So we have to figure out which of you got third place here, you and Bullbug. So let's just roll it off one more time between the two of you. Here we go. Athletics, Constitution, Perception. I saw you talking to that fish. You thought I wouldn't see, but I did. So I got this one! And he pulls out a fish, and it starts flapping in your face. Alright. Oh, damn, but you handled that animal. I
wish your words to the fish. And it turns around, and it starts flapping in Bullbug's face.
Oh, no! And that explains his 8 Constitution save. With a fish biting his nose, he slows down just enough that you are able to cross the finish line and take third place. All right. At the end of these many days of preliminary events, we look back at the highlight reel of the events that transpired. So, announcer Reset, give us the standings for. We already heard about boxing. Give me the standings for the wrestling. Who came in first, second, and third, so that they could tell us exactly what went down. The highlight of that event. Olympic gold is on the line here. Olympic gold.
Hold on, let me scroll up. Oh, Phil, I wasn't even. That was Phil, Talus, and Astreus.
I know. That's why I asked you to be the announcer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, Phil, what went down in wrestling? Like between you and Talus in that final match.
Okay. All right. Let me tap into my creativity. All right. Yeah. I'm against Talus, and I push against him, and he's real hard, and he's real thick and real tough.
Mm-mm.
And I go into my rage cells, and I go underneath him. I get one arm between his legs, and I just flip him on my back, and then I fall down onto my back, and I crash him into the sand.
Okay. Talus, finish it up. During this match, what was the other highlight before things got flipped upside down?
There was one moment where I was able to get a grip on Philippocles' ankle and get him off his feet, but unfortunately it was not enough. He came back with the grapple hold of his own and pinned me to where I could not get up.
There was a moment when you grabbed him by the ankle that a lot of gambling addicts thought that they were going to get a big payday. But then when the grapple got reversed, their hearts sunk, and they knew they should have gone with the safer bet. Oh, all right. Well done.
For the future ones, do you think maybe we should have the person that won go last, because then he could finish it off? It kind of feels.
Oh yeah, that could work too. Okay. All right. Then in throwing, it was again Phil and Talus. All right. So in this, it's not so much that you were competing against each other, but just getting excellent throws. So describe to me the best throw that occurred during the competition. Start with you, Phil. What was with Talus. Talus, what was the best throw that you managed to get?
I was able to use a javelin and did some quick calculating before I threw, and let loose almost straight up into the air.
Oh, damn.
It goes up into the sun, and then came down in an arc.
Definitely the old school enthusiasts were very excited by this maneuver. Philippocles, what was the best throw you had in this competition?
Yeah, I'm just pure strength, pure line to my target. I look at the furthest target that they have 100 meters out, and I grab a javelin and I throw it so hard it's a clean shot, and it hits the target, and I activate my my thunder wave ability, and all the dust and debris just flies away, and it just reveals the javelin right in the center of the target.
Hype, very anime. Good stuff. All right. Archery, Talus, and Reset. Reset. What was the most impressive shot you took during this archery competition?
For archery, I go back to my memories of growing up and training with the weapon master, and how they would force me to use the bow every day, even though I didn't really like it. And essentially, what she learned to do was, instead of actually pulling the bow and shooting it normally, she was better at throwing the arrow itself. So she just threw the arrow.
Fair enough. Okay.
And it hit very close to the center.
All right. Talus, how did you win the archery competition? What was the best shot you took?
Talus couldn't help but act a little eccentric when it comes to archery. He pulled the 3 arrows and ripped the tails off 2 of them and launched all 3 at once and did a grouping it right in the center to the bullseye.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's see. Chariot competition. Okay. In the chariot competition, we had Talus and Phil. All right. So Phil coming in second place at chariot. How did it go?
Is it like a race or like a...
This particular one would have been a series of races. Yeah. Very simple. Go around in a circle a couple times. No obstacles except each other. No Mario Kart items or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I got myself through like the earlier rounds and ended up against Talus, and while my chariot, it rode true, it just was not enough for the Master Talus.
All right, Talus, how did you win the chariot competition?
Well, Talus, before the race actually started, Talus would have gone around with his mechanical knowledge and tinkering kit. And made sure to tighten every bolt that possible.
Oh, nice. Something only someone with the vehicle proficiency would have thought to do.
Checked on the horses, made sure they were properly attached, and got them and had them run their paces before the race started, and then proceeded to combination of all these little things allowed for to get the maximum speed and efficiency out of the chariot.
All right. So, jumping competition. Reset and Phil. Phil, what was the greatest jump or coolest, most anime Greek jump you managed to pull off in this jumping competition?
It was a high jump. Good startup, 20-yard run to like get my speed going. And I jumped midair. And I did a flip, and the whole crowd saw everything under the loincloth. And I landed strong, confident it would be a winning jump until...
Okay. Reset, how did you win the jumping competition?
In the running long jump, she runs super fast towards the pit and leaps with a huge jump, which actually pulls her past her own pit about to land into someone else's, and then she just fucking double jumps and goes even further.
Did you jump off the air?
Yeah, she just double jumps.
All
Activating
right.
Volting Strike.
Fair enough. Finally, in the triathlon, does anyone want to explain to us how it is? Well, first, Anastasia, you had second place. So, what was the most significant part of the triathlon for you?
Well, the first part was really hard, running on bird feet. But then I excelled at the swimming thing with the. Well, I had my wings tied together, so they didn't accuse me of cheating. And when I got to the swimming portion, and I had some fish and Canadian geese rather. disrupt Lilith, please. But I didn't notice as Astraeus ran past me because he actually has training in athletics.
Fair enough. Yeah. Astraeus, does anyone explain how Astraeus won this thing, or should we? Since we're
I mean, how can we explain it beyond
we're over time
intervention?
anyways. He
Like-
could just tell us first thing next session how he won the triathlon.
Yeah. The DM
Yeah.
with his dice roller mod rolled the dice. We got it.
It's actually super hard to cheat your dice rolls in Foundry. I'm still trying to figure. I mean, anyways, so, that'll take us to the end of the Great Games. Everybody who competed and went out there and explained yourselves and your stories, you definitely take Olympic gold with you into the next round. Phil and Talus and Reset, you guys had a really good showing there, winning all those rounds. So take one additional gold for those events. All right. Bullbug looks to the sky, wondering where his is, wondering why no one asked Bullbug to tell a story. It's fine. He's the one that got bit by a fish, and now he has rabies. But nobody cares about Bullbug. It's okay. All right. So, next time we get together, we will jump directly into the first event. The idea will be to just play them through as we go. It will be a fresh day. It will be 3 days from now, because it took 3 days to do the preliminaries. So let me fast forward you 3 days. 1, 2, 3. So then it'll be the day after that. So the 29th of Kyrian, you guys would be starting the first set of events. All right. Any questions before we adjourn? Stuff that you might need to know for the upcoming events or any of that? Oh, yeah. Hold on a sec. Spectacles.
Assuming
There
they
we
just
go.
go in order, or...
Yeah. It's going to be Leaping Spires and Sunken Souls. So jumping and swimming and fighting, of course. So, those of you who will be providing support next week, and are competing, let me kind of explain what's going on here. So, for Leaping Spires, it is a challenge of jumping, balance, and speed in honor of Narcissus. There are sand sharks in the arena. They are going to try and kill you. You will need to collect 4 beautiful pennants and bring them to the center island before anyone else. Flight, levitation, and teleportation are not allowed in this event and will automatically disqualify your team. Special competitors, or special actions. Competitors can use an action when they are, can use a reaction when they are targeted by an attack. They can do a last-minute leap, athletics or acrobatics check. If it is greater than the incoming attack roll, they can immediately move up to 15 feet without provoking an opportunity attack. They can also, every round, use their bonus action to create a distracting sound. This is athletics, deception, or stealth to make a noise up to 30 feet from your current location. Mystical Coach. You can use as many spells and action economy as you want to buff and protect your champions, as long as they are not flight, levitation, or teleportation-based magics.
And you can't mess with the other teams.
You can't mess with you can't mess with the other teams.
Got
You
it.
can't mess with the sharks. All right, and if you are none of those things and you are just spectating the events, you can grant a champion advantage every round when your initiative comes up. You can grant a champion advantage, once per round. You can grant a champion advantage to a roll that they are about to make. But in order to do so, you have to make a successful skill check, DC 14. You can't use the same skill check twice, and you bullshit why that skill was useful in cheering on the champion. So if somebody's getting ready to make a roll, you can be like, I want them to do that with advantage. And then you roll to see if you're able to grant them the advantage. So that's what the spectator would do. All right. The other event, the Sunken Souls, there's no special actions for the competitors. Mystic Coach, you use your spells and action economy to buff and protect your champion for the platform like the previous event. And Spectator does the same thing as the previous event. I will have the underwater water rules ready because they are going to come into play. This is a swimming, speed, evasion, and combat challenge in honor of Lutheria. You start on the diving platform. You're going to bring treasures up from the bottom of the pool. There will be hazards and monsters. Every round, they will add more monsters and increase the difficulty of the challenges. Flight, levitation, and teleportation are not allowed in this event. So investigation perception checks will help you spot treasures. Based on how you do, that will determine the value of the treasure that you bring up from the bottom of the pool. When everything is said and done, they count up the team's treasure, and whichever team has the most valuable treasure has won the Sunken Souls event. It is also worth mentioning there is a blanket ban on the haste spell or anything like it. Because, I mean, yeah.
In all of the events?
In all of the events, yep. They do not allow the haste spell. They allowed it 1 year, and it was okay because they let everybody do it, but it really wasn't very exciting because the events all ended twice as fast. So they all agreed not to do that again. All right, so we will be back here next week to start on these challenges. All right. I want to thank everybody who helped out with Extra Life and participated or donated or volunteered or spread the word or anything. We made almost $7,000 as a team, which was awesome because I think we just made $7,000 last year, and I ran 3 marathons. So pretty damn awesome to almost make that much and only do the 1 marathon. Yeah, what else? Oh, we're on Foundry 7.5 now. I spent like 5 or 6 hours today running all the updates for our server and making sure everything worked. It should have run a lot smoother for everybody tonight. I don't know if you noticed any performance. I mean, we didn't really do a lot of moving around or combat or anything, but I was putting it through some tests earlier, and it is a much more stable build. So hopefully it works really well for everybody. But we'll find out next week because I'm going to pull out all the stops. We're going to bring in some, weird effects and animations and see what we can do. So, all right. And I'll have all the events are going to be ready to go. So as we just kind of, get through them, we'll get through them. So some of them might take longer than others. Some of them might go pretty quick. But the idea is, since you guys do want to compete in all of them, I have them all prepped and we'll go through each and every one of them. So, and each one has its own unique map, which is pretty awesome. Also, there's a mod for vehicles. So the boats and the go-karts will actually have vehicles that you're riding in, which just seems really cool to me. So, yeah. All right. Hope everybody has a great week. And if you need me for anything, at me on the Discord. It's the best way to get a hold of me. And yeah, have a great week.
Night.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, I'm real tired.